dogs and a cold chill. We go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's step and go. We won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's step and go. We'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, one and all, to Game 7. It is Game 7 here of the Eastern Conference Semifinals right now, and the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Detroit Pistons are now locking horns in a do-or-die game. That's it, man. This is going to be the end of the road for one of these two teams. It ends tonight for one of these two. Who will it be? Well, we will find out here at the end of 48 minutes of regulation time, maybe. Or maybe even get some overtime if we're lucky. What's going on, guys? Bystander says it's time. Jane in the chat. Looks like the Talking Sox fan is with us. MV Diablo, hello. Cujo, what's going on? Ben, it looks like Ben Chadwick. Hello, Ben. Shout out to Mr. Robert Zamora. Shout out to Tommy Braskett. How you doing, Mr. Tommy Braskett? Got your email today. Hope you got my response. I just quickly typed up, said thank you, dude. Appreciate you. I hope you got the response for that. Davey, hello. Welcome to today's live stream, Davey. Shout out to Cujo. Shout out to Robert Zamora. Shout out to Jagular. Shout out to Mike G7503, DJ Gene, Boomer Sooner. What's going on, guys? Ricky, Many Hides. Welcome in. Steve in the chat. Jay Lugo in the chat with us as well. Steven Lenores, welcome in, Steven. Says, does anyone here know that there were over 800 episodes of Johnny Dollar? I don't know what Johnny Dollar is, dude. Dan Steely, what's going on? Steve, I see you, brother. Davey, hello. Queenery, what's going on? Isabel, welcome in, Isabel. I see you in the chat. We got Babatunde Smith. Babatunde, what's going on, man? How you doing, Mr. Smith? Big Al Walden says hello. Al, rock and roll, bro. Welcome in. Darko Jovic. Hello, Darko. Alexander Ohm saying buenas tardes. Bienvenidos, mi amigo. Desde España, me imagino. David Neville says, hey, man, I missed you, Mario. No BS. Well, I'm back, David. I'm back for one final semifinal matchup. This is it, guys. Before we get to the conference finals, let's take a look at all of the beautiful graphics that the Football Nation team has put together here over the last few hours. We're actually going to start by taking a look at the schedule moving forward. So today is Sunday, May 17th. Tomorrow will be the 18th. And moving forward, guys, there will be just one game a day every week or every day until this conference finals are over, really. So on Tuesday, it's projected that, the reason that the schedule has not become official yet is because we're looking at the number 1 and number 4 team going at it, and the number 3 team in the New York Knicks is on the sideline saying, are we going to get home court advantage or nah? And so we don't know if the Knicks are going to get the first couple of games at home or if they're going to get the first couple of games on the road. Therefore, the schedule has not technically dropped, but the assumption is that they are going to be every other day moving forward here. So we'll see a staggered schedule from here on out. Anyways, for sure, tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. We normally do all of our times Central Standard. That's on me. But 8:30 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, Game 1. OKC hosting my San Antonio Spurs. Then we'll go to the Knicks versus whoever wins today, and it'll be so on and so forth like that until it's all said and done. Pretty easy, simple schedule. I decided to go ahead and prep this all the way through the work week for you guys so y'all know exactly what's going on here. I saw an ad that was showing Cavs versus New York's in the conference finals. The fix may be in, says Cujo. Uh-oh. Careful now, Cujo. You may be onto something, sir. Boomer Sooner says OKC, OKC, OKC. All right, well, this will be the schedule moving forward. By the way, OKC fans can now officially rejoice. It is officially official. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been named MVP for this season. Some people will argue that Wemby got robbed. Others will say that SGA deserves it. I could see it have gone either way. Shout out to SGA for what he was able to do. But I think the San Antonio Spurs are more interested in winning the actual championship and not the MVP right now. Wemby got Defensive Player of the Year. Good enough for San Antonio. Plus Sixth Man of the Year in KJ. So we're good on all that. Here's a quick look right now, guys. Now that we've talked about the schedule here, here's a quick look at the head-to-head comparisons. Now, we've brought this up 6 times now. This has not changed. We've looked at this 6 times now. So, the Cleveland Cavaliers during the regular season, averaging 119, almost 120 points per game. The Detroit Pistons averaged about 118 points per game, sitting at 117.8. Well, what does that mean? It means that the Cavaliers outscored the Detroit Pistons offensively for the majority of the season. But remember, regular season and postseason, 2 very different monsters here. A couple of other stats that we can look at, ones that really stand out right now, the turnovers committed. I've been seeing this turnover number actually go up in the postseason here for the Cleveland Cavaliers, at least from what I've been seeing, at least from James Harden especially. Too many turnovers for James Harden, killing the Cavaliers' chances right now. They need to play clean basketball if they want to win here today. And my guess is that, yeah, they want a win here today. Key West Wolverine saying, I'm a Spurs fan, but want Spurs versus Pistons final. Cool with that, Key West. Knicks all the way, says Young. I dislike SGA on the court, but off the court, he's a good guy, says Davey. Johnny Yuma saying, here's Johnny. What up, dude? How you doing? Muhammad says, I agree, bro. I get the Harden Game 7 choke job over with. Oh, he's saying to get it over with. Okay. All right. Okay, so already, man, spammers in the chat. Looks like we might have to put this in slow mode sooner rather than later. Looks like Delete Jordans might be his very first day ever on YouTube. Doesn't understand how the rules of YouTube work. Well, thanks for checking in. Let's do that. Well, you can try again in 10 minutes, buddy. We'll do 10 minutes for now. Okay. Pop out this chat one more time. All right, guys. I see y'all in the chat. I think they'll score over 203. Spurs versus Knicks, says Raphael Sanson. What's going on, Raphael Sanson? What's going on? Hey, man, I remember my first day on YouTube. Sheesh, says Mike. Sorry, guys. It's been a long basketball season, and I think most people out here have been through this process a million times and have asked the same question on a million different channels and expect one random YouTuber to just go ahead and blow up their whole spot over it. I'm not the guy. We're going to keep rolling forward. Here's the look. We just looked at the offensive numbers. Let's look at the defensive numbers. Defensive numbers right now. Cleveland Cavaliers allowing 115 per game. The Detroit Pistons, 109 per game. That's the difference between the two teams. Defensively, the Detroit Pistons during the regular season were a lockdown defensive unit. They were holding teams to 109 points per game. They were averaging 13-plus offensive rebounds per game, 6 blocks per game, 10 steals per game. Ridiculous numbers for the Detroit Pistons, playing that tenacious, aggressive, physical defense. Because of it, they did commit more fouls per game than the Cleveland Cavaliers. But the Cleveland Cavaliers did have at least 2 areas of success here during the regular season, or at least advantage, I should say, over the Detroit Pistons. That's defensive rebounds per game and fouls committed per game. Not something that I would hang my hat on, so to speak. So I said it a few times. Regular season and postseason are 2 completely different monsters because teams get to make adjustments. So let's take a look at what the adjustments looked like against tougher competition for the Cleveland Cavaliers first. Cleveland Cavaliers, during the regular season, did very, very well. during the postseason, every single offensive number suffered in one sense or another. Points per game went down. Field goal percentage has gone down. Three-point percentage has gone down. Even at the line, which has nothing to do with anything other than maybe home court advantage, free throw percentage is down. Fast breaks, no way. Points per game, no way. Assists per game, guys, losing 7 out of your 28 assists. You lost 25% of your ability to play team ball and less isolation basketball. Now, some of this is actually by design, because when you are playing some of the better opponents, you want Donovan Mitchell and James Harden to have the basketball in their hands for the most part. Unless, of course, they're committing 8-9 turnovers per game, and then the team is then committing almost 17 turnovers per game, and you're literally dropping the ball and causing your team to lose postseason games. Here's a fun fact. Both of these teams, the Cavaliers and the Detroit Pistons, are now looking at their 14th game here this postseason. Both teams went to Game 7 in Round 1, and now Game 7 here in Round 2. Here are the defensive numbers for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Postseason points per game allowed. You know, here's a good fun fact right now. The Cavaliers have actually improved this postseason in a few statistical categories. Points per game allowed, offensive rebounds per game, blocks per game, and turnovers forced per game have all gone up. Defensively, though, you know, they've managed to hold ground. I don't want to rake them over the coals over dropping half a percentage point. So opponent field goal percentage has mainly stayed true. The reason that the points per game allowed has gone down is because of the increase of blocks, offensive boards, and turnovers forced per game. They're actually forcing less steals than they did during the regular season. But overall, those few changes here over the last 14 games, half a block more equates to 7 blocks per game, and then, 7 blocks over the last 14 games here, and then, of course, turnovers forced per game, same number right there, 0.6 instead of 0.5 over 14 games. They've been doing a great job in that regard. But outside of that, I don't think that this defense can clamp down against the San Antonio Spurs or against the even just in the East with the New York Knicks. If Cleveland advances, I don't know how they'll get to the finals on defense. Offensively, I can see it. Defensively, I don't know if they can contain New York. And it feels like the same is true, but opposite for the Detroit Pistons. Now, let's take a look at the offense here for the Detroit Pistons. Regular season numbers versus postseason numbers, guys. Detroit Pistons averaging 117 during the regular season, only 109 during the postseason. Huge drop right now. Huge drop for the Detroit Pistons in the postseason. And mind you, it's not like this postseason they went up against the number 1 team in the East. No, this is supposedly the number 1 team in the East, and they played the Orlando Magic in Round 1. And between the Orlando Magic 7 games and the 6 games we've seen so far against the Cleveland Cavaliers, guys, this Detroit Pistons team is averaging under 106 points per game. Field goal percentage has gone down. Interestingly, three-point and free throw percentage has actually gone up for Detroit. But the rest of the categories don't look great, man. And some of them are close, right? Turnovers per game committed, pretty close right there. Overall, though, the Detroit Pistons offense, I don't know why they've started off on a slow foot, because the fact of the matter is that even though this postseason they haven't been wowing anyone, they've still got this DNA in their unit. 117 points, almost 118 points per game is nasty if they can keep that up in the postseason. Unfortunately, we have not seen that out of Detroit, but it's there, guys. If you're a Detroit Pistons fan and you guys win this game today, I think that this is a much better matchup for a potential Game 6, Game 7 series against New York than the Cavaliers. I do think that the Detroit Pistons match up better. I don't think that it would be as much of a spanking by New York. At least that's what I expect it to be if the Cavs do advance. But I could be totally wrong. Again, guys, I'm just some guy on the internet. Here's a look at the defensive numbers, regular season and postseason. Defensive numbers actually pretty good, man. They're only allowing 101 points per game, which is phenomenal this postseason. Offensive field goal percentage has also gone down, or excuse me, opponent field goal percentage has also gone down, which means they're playing better defense just all the way around. Defensive rebounds per game, they haven't been crashing the boards as much, but they're still doing a great job, over 30 defensive boards per game. Dead even on offensive rebounds per game. Blocks per game defensively have gone up. After that, they have committed or forced fewer turnovers per game and fewer steals per game, but they've also committed more fouls in the process here this postseason. I do think there might be a little bit of whistle bias. I think there is just a little bit of whistle bias. Anyways, let's see. Reading some of the comments right now. Yes, you guys are so a good guy on the internet. Get real. That's so funny. Dana Carl in the chat saying, why are you pro one team? How do they allow you to broadcast? You do the same with the Spurs. Yes, you are some guy on the internet. Get real, says Dana Carl. As opposed to get imaginary, Dana, not quite sure. But, you know, I make a pretty good living calling it like I see it. That formula has worked for the last 3 years here, and I'm not going to change it just to make someone else on the internet happy. I call it like I see it. So let's keep calling it like we see it. We'll take a look at the numbers head-to-head because these numbers do not lie. Those are the regular season numbers. These are the regular season defensive numbers. Get mad at me all you want. End of story. Detroit's defense is better. Period. End of story. You can like it. You can hate it. That's the facts. Here's the numbers now for these two sides. Taking a quick look at the point guard comparison. Cade Cunningham versus James Harden. Who do you want? Who do you want? Do you want Cade Cunningham or James Harden? I like Cade Cunningham personally. Cade Cunningham averaging 29 points per game this postseason, averaging 7.7 points per game, or excuse me, assists per game as well. Now, both these cats are tied when it comes to rebounds per game. James Harden does have the steal advantage as well as the block advantage, but overall field goal percentage and three-point percentage advantage to Cade Cunningham. Advantage to Cade Cunningham, both sides. Now, someone Stunner says that James Harden deserves it. You don't deserve anything. You get what you earn. That's something else. It's not about, oh, James Harden's been in the league long enough. He's done this, that, and the other. Look, you get what you earn, not what you deserve. You get what you earn in this league. Right now, Cade Cunningham, worthy of my vote for the better of the 2-point guards. Shooting guard comparison. Now, there's no comparison here, man. Donovan Mitchell, much better than Duncan Robinson. Head and shoulders better than Duncan Robinson. Even with the steals per game and blocks per game advantage to Duncan Robinson, I'm taking Donovan Mitchell 10 times out of 10. Why? Because I call it like I see it. Donovan Mitchell has my vote for shooting guard head-to-head comparison. Duncan Robinson, meh, right? Just, I think we can all agree, is meh. Donovan Mitchell, man, this postseason averaging almost 26 points per game, 3 assists per game, 5 rebounds per game, and field goal percentage over 44%. He can flip this game in a second here. I do think that he's going to have a good game here today, and if he doesn't, I also think the Cavaliers could fall flat on their face. Now, keys to victory, guys. Cade Cunningham probably going to need to score a 35-burger today, 35 points. And we'll probably need to see Donovan Mitchell do the same. But it's going to come down to some of those supporting castmates right there. And one that I have to give big advantage to is Ausar Thompson. Up and down the list from the forward position, Ausar Thompson has been better. And Dean Wade has been shooting the basketball at 35% from downtown. But my boy's only averaging 4.7 points per game. I will say this on top of it. I don't believe that Wade should be a starter, not even just on this team, but in the league right now. I would take Schroeder to start over Wade every single time. I think Dennis Schroeder is much more capable. I think he's more athletic. I think he can see the court and see the floor a little better than Wade can. But he does stick with the basketball quite a bit, and when you've got already two other guys who believe that they are the number one and letter A's in Donovan Mitchell and James Harden, there's not much space on the floor for Schroeder, so I understand the fit with Dean Wade, but I do think they have better options on their bench. That's just my personal take. Ausar Thompson, better numbers by comparison. Still nothing stellar here, but really efficient when it comes to field goal percentage and pretty good when it comes to rebounds per game, both offensively and defensively. Now, you guys are welcome to tell me that I'm absolutely crazy cuckoo bananas, that I don't know ball. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's your opinion. I'm just here to give you mine and read the numbers off the board. Tobias Harris, Evan Mobley. Tobias Harris averaging 19 points per game. Evan Mobley averaging 16, a little over 16 and a half per game. This postseason, Tobias Harris has been very good, both at home and on the road. Better than his regular season numbers, believe that or not. Evan Mobley on the other side. Let's see. Only thing Cavs advancing to is the offseason, says Big Bro for show. Hey, man. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers can win this game. I do. I think their better chance was to have won 2 days ago, but that didn't happen. And so now I think the Pistons have a better chance to win this game, but I do still think that the Cavaliers can absolutely win this game. I just don't know if they're going to make it to the actual big dance against the Western Conference, just knowing that the New York Knicks are on the other side, ready to go. It's going to be close, says Phobos. I agree. It's time. Who's going to Cancun, says J-Dog Vids. Who you got winning the game? I think Detroit will win this game, but that's just my pick today. Shout out to Courtney. What's going on, Courtney? Welcome to the chat. Been so long for the Pistons to get this far. Friends in Michigan are hyped right now. Let's keep all that talk till the end, says Stunner. Facts. Big Sammy, says Freedom Boom. What's up, Freedom Boom? Shoop is in the chat. Dr. Sammy P says Detroit basketball. Marlon saying that the Marlone Wing. Cavs win by 7. Been so long, guys. It's been so long. Whoever wins out of Oklahoma City and San Antonio was going to blitz whoever makes it out of the East. I'm also not super convinced about that, man. San Antonio beat the Oklahoma City Thunder in the play-in tournament, then the not the play-in tournament, in the NBA Cup semifinals, I think it was. So the San Antonio Spurs beat OKC 4 times during the regular season, including that one for the Cup. And then San Antonio lost to the New York Knicks in that one game. Now, of course, it's a one-game sample size, but I'm telling you, man, I think New York is the real deal. I would not be surprised to see them in the NBA Finals. I think regardless of this matchup, sorry to say it to both parties who are watching, you guys might hate me, but it's going to be a real tough battle against New York. All right, guys. They're introducing the players right now, so I got to wrap up my pregame ASAP here. Jarrett Allen and Jalen Duren. Jarrett Allen has been a huge X factor here, both offensively and defensively for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jalen Duren has been, for the most part, contained this postseason. In the last game, he did show up and have some really cool moves where he spun off of Jarrett Allen, a couple of back pushes right here. He did it actually twice, not against Jarrett Allen. He did it against Evan Mobley. And if Jalen Duren can get matched up with Mobley more frequently, I think Jalen Duren might actually be able to get his 10.5 this postseason in this game. I think if Jalen Duren can contribute double-digit points, that is going to go a long, long way here for a postseason win in Game 7 for the Detroit Pistons. But I still like the supporting cast here for the Cavaliers. Let's run through this, guys. They just introduced the players. We'll do the same real quick. Starting center, number 31, Jarrett Allen. Power forward, number 4, Evan Mobley. Small forward, number 3, Dean Wade. Shooting guard, number 4, Donovan Mitchell. And point guard, number 1, James Harden. Kenneth Atkinson, the head coach. Bench players we're likely going to see today. We'll probably see a good, healthy filling of Strus, Merrill, Schroeder, and Tyson. We saw a little bit of Keon Ellis in the last game. Deep bench going to go a little further, but we probably won't see any of these players. I know for sure that we are going to see Strus, Merrill, Schroeder, and Jalen Tyson in this game. It's almost like more than a feeling. I just know that's going to happen. Okay, guys, how about for the Detroit Pistons? At center, Jalen Duren. At power forward, Tobias Harris. Small forward, number 9, Oscar Thompson. Shooting guard, number 55, Duncan Robinson. And then Cade Cunningham at point guard. Then we've got the bench points, or the bench players right now. We'll probably see Beef Stew, Javonte Green, Karis LeVert, and Dennis Jenkins. Don't know if we will for sure get a chance to see Marcus Sasser. He has been out on the floor both times in the last couple of games. Deep bench players and Paul Reed also on the floor in the last couple of matchups. We did see Ron Holland in the last game as well. So, well, we'll see. We'll see who wins this one here. All right, guys, we are getting ready for tip-off. This game is about to get started. If you have access to Amazon Prime Video, this game will be on Prime Video. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for hanging out with me today. I know you could be anywhere in the world, but it's Sunday. It's Sunday Fun Day. You're here with me. I am your host. My name is Mario. Let's do this thing. For those of you who are new, this is a color radio broadcast of this game. On the right-hand side, I will have your point leaders, rebound leaders, and assist leaders, along with additional data on the top right. On the bottom right, ladies and gentlemen, we will have all of your stats for the players on the court at any given moment. And directly below me is the graphical interface. Here we are, ready to tip off. It's Jalen Duren faced off with Jarrett Allen. Here we go. Tip off going to be won here by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's get this game started. It's Cleveland with the opening tip-off. And to the left-hand side, James Harden. Harden bounced to the left. It's now with Mobley. Mobley going to post up against Tobias Harris. Mobley fakes a pass to the inside, starts to work his way towards the paint. Harris between him and the hoop. Mobley, good resistance right there by Detroit's defense. Alley-oop, and there's the jam. Mobley going to get fed right there by Donovan Mitchell for the opening bucket of the game. 11 minutes and 32 seconds here left to play. We'll scroll up again as promised so y'all can see the stats and the data out on the right-hand side. This will be flowing momentarily. Cade Cunningham with the basketball. Passes this to the far side. Three-point shot goes up. It's good. There's a bucket from downtown. And the Detroit Pistons able to answer back quickly with a shot of their own. Pass to the three-point line. There's a Mobley triple. This is going to doink off the rim. I think that last shot, by the way, was Dennis Jenkins who knocked it down. Trying to fast break here. The Detroit Pistons recover. Feed inside to Tobias Harris. Harris to the rim. He will miss. It's rebounded this time by James Harden. So Harden coming back with it. Harden to the left. Here's the drive. Feed inside. Underneath. Jarrett Allen gets the jam. Jarrett Allen fed an assist right there thanks to Donovan Mitchell. Excuse me, looked like, okay, cool. So we're coming back, guys. 10:34 here left to go. Shot in the paint for Dennis Jenkins. That's no good. It'll be rebounded by the Cleveland Cavaliers. So earlier, I lied to you guys. Here's the dribble under the rim. Donovan Mitchell to Harden. Harden to Mitchell. Far side of the court. At the far wing, sidestep into the corner. Mitchell shoots. That's no good. Cunningham with the pull down. Cade gets the board. Cade brings it back at the three-point line. Alley-oop, reverse jam, no good. Thompson couldn't finish the play. Coming back with the Cavaliers. Here's a pass to the corner, to the wing. Inside, Jarrett Allen. Nice little floater for Allen. That's a bucket, and the score is now 6-3. Looks like the Cavaliers currently up by 3 in this contest. Cavaliers up by 3. We're actually on the wrong court here as well. I got to update this. We should be at Pistons home, so let's update this court My apologies for that, guys. This game is happening in Detroit, so I gave home court advantage to the wrong side. We'll blow this up. We'll bring this down. We'll make the changes as needed. Quick bucket the other way. Bucket and a foul. Jarrett Allen going to finish at the rim. It's now 8-3. Okay, I'm sure since I haven't looked at the chat board, someone must have been clamoring about that. Either way, we got it fixed. So we're locked up right now. For those of y'all saying, oh, this guy hates the Cavaliers. There you go. There you go. Gave y'all a chance to look at that. Okay, here comes the free throw. This one is up. This one is no good. It's rebounded by the Pistons. Pistons with the basketball. Pistons have made just one shot in the first 3 minutes of this game. Pistons looking for something here. Between the legs at the straightaway. Kicks to the corner. Back to Cunningham. Cunningham works the baseline. Looks to the left. Tobias Harris. Pump fake. Harris steps back. Drives, attacks, shoots, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound Cavaliers, another missed shot for the Pistons. Only one shot made so far in quarter number one by the Detroit side. Here's Donovan Mitchell, spins in the paint, attacks the rim, goes up and shoots, looking for a whistle, not going to get it. Rebound by Jalen Duren. It's a transition opportunity for the Pistons here. Dennis Jenkins backs it up. Waits for the cavalry before realizing that there's another Pistons player slow to get back. Steps back, shoots the train, knocks it down, and Dennis Jenkins makes it a two-point game. Ooh, they're calling that a long two. Looks like his foot must have been on the line. Am I adding points here? What am I doing? Okay, the score is 8-5. James Harden with the basketball. Harden covered by Harris. Harden going to back it up. Harden stands at the Pistons logo. Shake and bake pass. Tobias Harris gives to Mobley. Far corner triple to beat the buzzer. No good. Rebound by Thompson. Oscar Thompson with the pull down. Coming back. It's now with, looks like Cade Cunningham. Cunningham gives to Jenkins. Jenkins has the pass poked away. This goes out of bounds. It stops the clock with 7:54. And it has felt like the clock has been ticking basically this entire time. So, clock has been ticking. It's been cooking so far. We're going to get another inbound pass. Okay. The ball has been inbounded. Here we go. Under the rim right now. Kick to the elbow. Here's a shot that goes up. Jalen Duren going to hit the back and the front of the rim on that shot, but the shot will not go down. So it's been rebounded by the Cavaliers. Cavaliers at the half-court line, working their way to the straightaway. It's James Harden. He runs, attacks, passes at last minute. A one-handed jam. Looks like it's not going to go. So a block the other way. A shot and a foul at the rim. Looks like Tobias Harris is going to be fouled on the play. He'll go to the free throw line for two shots. So there was the pass inside. Jarrett Allen tried to get the one-handed jam, and Oscar Thompson from behind with a block. Got all ball right there. Thompson with the block of the day so far. Able to create points after that. Tobias Harris now at the line to try to get those points. Two free throws coming up. By the way, they added 1 point back. It must have been that three-point shot earlier for Jenkins when I said he had knocked it down. This is all kinds of flubbed up. I don't know what's going on with the scorekeeping on this side, but that's an absolute mess. There we go. They fixed that. Second free throw goes up and in. Said Dennis Jenkins had 9 there for a second. Both free throws are good. I'm going to clear it up because the stat board coming in from CBS was funky. The score is 8-7, guys. Cavaliers now have the ball. Tobias Harris made both of his free throws. James Harden at the far wing lets it fly, doinks this off the back of the rim. It's going to be an offensive board by Strus. Strus to Mobley. Back to Strus for three. No! Another offensive board. Jarrett Allen gets the rebound. Back to Strus. Tries again. Strus again. Can't get it to go. And it's rebounded to Tobias Harris. Harris coming back with the basketball. Harris pulls up to the straightaway, passes to Jalen Duren, who's at the elbow here, just beyond it. Top of the key. Gives this one back to Tobias Harris. Step back straightaway. Trey off the front of the rim. And out of bounds. Last touched. Looks like by Thompson. So out of bounds. Cleveland ball. Cavaliers up by 1. And it looks like the Detroit Pistons call their first timeout of the day. with 6 minutes and 34 seconds left in quarter number 1. What's up, guys? Let's see. At defense so good, he literally turns his defense into offense. When Detroit needs him most, he delivers. Shania says, Brick City early studies show that Game 7s are severely low scoring. Okay, Shania, thank you for that fun fact. I'm actually looking forward to seeing if these two teams finish below 100 points. Ale Cavs, says Ree Lopez. What's going on, dude? Thank you for that super chat. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Let's see. Noah says, hey, Mario, good news. I'm commentating this game on my friend's channel. We're having a blast, says Noah Ronaldo. I hope you guys are. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for checking in, Noah. Appreciate you. I guess low-key rating my channel today. Thanks for hanging out, Noah. Thanks for watching. Detroit versus everybody, says Mr. Don Duck. Cleveland, the mistake by the lake. Courtney says, let's effing go. Love says, where is Cade Cunningham? DJ Jean says, be sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. You heard the man. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching this game today. For those of y'all who believe that the NBA is rigged, if you truly feel that way, please tell me that you did not put money on this game. Because if you did, truly believing that it's rigged, who's the real dummy? Just going to say that. Okay, schedule. Tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. OKC hosting San Antonio. Then Tuesday, the New York Knicks are waiting to see if they are going to get home court advantage or not. If the Pistons win, they do not get home court advantage. The Knicks do not get home court advantage. If the Cavaliers win, the Knicks will get home court advantage, and we'll see them play at the Garden for the first 2 games. Then we'll alternate schedule here, guys. It's going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday for San Antonio, OKC, and then we'll see Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday for the Knicks and whoever wins tonight's matchup. We will update all of this, guys, as the schedule rolls forward. Shout out to my boy Tommy Braskett, who is letting us know who the officials are for this contest. Thank you, Tommy. I do appreciate, and I actually have gotten used to like waking up every morning and checking my emails, expecting a Tommy Braskett email now. Appreciate you, sir. So, Tommy, crew chief today, Mark Davis, 27 years experience. Your referee is going to be Ben Taylor, and the umpire is going to be Kevin Scott. This is going to be your main 3 guys calling this game today, with Brent Barnicky as your alternate official in case he is needed. So these will be your officials today. If we see any questionable calls, we know who to write an angrily worded letter to. Who does that, right? Let's just use ChatGPT like humans. Like we live in 2026. Like we live in 2026. Okay. That's what I'm saying, Mike. That's what I'm saying. Looks like this commercial break is over, guys. Let's start the clock. Cleveland Cavaliers have the ball. James Harden at the Pistons logo. Harden picked up right now. Looks like Thompson's in front of him. Harden works his way inside the perimeter, back and forth. Now he's got it at the Pistons logo again. Harden covered by LeVert. Now it's going to be Tobias Harris. Seems like a confusion on the defensive side. The shot goes up and goes in, but it looks like a whistle came in before the shot. So 6:10 left to go. It's a shot clock violation, I suppose. It's a turnover, so no foul going to be called. It's Pistons basketball. Here comes Detroit. Karis LeVert looking left. LeVert feeds this one into a tight window. Jalen Duren going to attack the rim. Goes up and shoots short. Rebounded by Harden. Harden brings it back. Running point. He pulls up to the far wing. Gives this to the near wing. Wade for 3. Good for Dean Wade. 11-7 is now the score. We're back. Detroit with the basketball. Now Jalen Duren going to work on Jarrett Allen. He drives all the way, goes up off the backboard. This time the bank is open. Tough shot muscle right there from your boy Jalen Duren. Way to go. James Harden now with the basketball. By the way, that looks like it was Jalen Duren's first shot of the day. Harden, deep range triple goes up. He's fouled on the shot from way downtown. Karis LeVert going to be charged with the foul. We'll see if they call this a shooting foul or a reaching foul. Definitely looked like a shooting foul, but the ref said, nope, we're not doing that, so not at the line. 5:16 left to go. We start the clock once again. I just heard the officials, or the regular broadcasters, just as confused by that not being a shooting foul. Anyways, quick shot going to be made at the rim. That's going to be a dunk right there for, looked like Strus, if I'm not mistaken. Cavaliers get another 2 points. Dennis Jenkins with the basketball, steps back, lights this one up. It's off the back of the rim, high bounce up, and that's going to be a tip-in this time for Jalen Duren. Thank you, Craig. High five, brother. Appreciate ya. So keeping it close, it's 13-11. Basketball going to be stripped away. Detroit, fast break at the rim. Karis LeVert goes up and scores. LeVert gets the bucket. A whistle comes in right now. Timeout called. Cavaliers. Atkinson losing his mind now. And we go to another commercial break thanks to Cleveland. I'm going to turn on my fan. Things starting to heat up a little bit in here. Starting to heat up because this game is starting to heat up. Shout out to you guys in the chat. We've got 4:33 left in quarter number 1. Spida is going to sweep Pistons in the second half, says Hard-Boiled Egg. DD Slim says, yeah, James Harden is trash. Okay. Let's see. Chuckle says Harden needs to go to a retirement home. I'm hearing a lot of this right now about James Harden. Destructo Cron says, hey, Robert. What's up, Destructo? Welcome back. Bystander, I see you. Looks like Sal. What's going on, Mamadou? DJ AF saying, I heard Khloe Kardashian still loves James Harden. The curse continues. Owl on the Prowl is with us saying these go to 11. Tee him up, ref. Tee him up. I see what you're saying. Technical him up. Tee him up. I was like, dude, the ref's not going to go out there and fight. That basket don't count, says Stunner. Let's go Pistons and then take care of the Knicks. I thought the Pistons already won this series, says Green Thumb. Nasty beard, says DD Slim. She never dated James Harden, says Tavon Burns. Let's go Detroit, says Eastside BMO. Larry, Mr. Cook, says Detroit basketball. Guys, in case you're wondering, I'm reading chats right now. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Mario. We do color radio broadcast, play-by-play right now, guys. Last thing we saw were points made by Detroit. They tied up the game. It's now 13-13. When we get back, it's going to be Cavaliers basketball. They will be heading towards the left side of your screen. We will have the graphic there as this goes on. Now, I do want to bring up something else that we did not get a chance to talk about yet. Well, the United States will be playing in the World Cup and hosting the World Cup, guys. So this year, we will be covering World Cup soccer on June 12th, June 19th, and June 25th. For sure, we are covering all 3 USA games. We are likely going to be covering more than just the United States schedule. But for starters, that's going to be what we plan to cover up front in the group stages. We'll likely cover more. That being said, if you're into soccer, if you're into competition, and you're looking to win a little extra scratch, guys, we are doing a Pick'ems challenge. All you got to do is use the link in the description down below, or you can check out the Football Nation website. Here's a link to it. If you guys want to check it out, this is our Football Nation website. Winner, if you're able to guess all 2 teams that will advance out of the brackets, you guys could win $100, and I'd pay you guys out directly out of my account, either from Cash App or Venmo. Please make sure you have those. Otherwise, I'll send you $100 worth of merch. But if you want to play, it is free to enter. And, yeah, it is available to anybody watching this. You don't even have to be subscribed to this channel. All you got to do is have an interest in soccer. You can sign up. You can go play. It's absolutely free. All right, guys, commercial break is just about over. Let's get back to this. We start the clock. Cleveland with the basketball. Max Strus running point. He'll bring the ball out to the left-hand side. Bounce pass to Jarrett Allen at the elbow. Hands off to the near wing. It's Wade with the ball. Back to Allen. Allen swings it to Merrill. Merrill pump fake. Sidestep triple. Good! Sam Merrill with a tray. So big shot there for Sam Merrill. Bring that back down. Detroit with the basketball. Cade Cunningham back to LeVert. LeVert picked up by Merrill. LeVert out to Cade at the far wing. Cade will drive, pull up and shoot in open space. Nice bucket there for Cade Cunningham. It's 16-15. Sam Merrill brings it back. Merrill attacks aggressively, passes at the last minute to Jarrett Allen, who overcooks that shot. It's over the back of the rim and into the hands of the Detroit Pistons. Thompson just absolutely user hit sticks Merrill, and Merrill goes down. Merrill is literally on the ground counting his teeth like his name is Denny Avdia. And looks like that's going to go down as a charge. Bro, that was a hard hit. Thompson went right through him, dude. My gosh. Dude, that was a nasty hit. Bro, Thompson, chill, dude. Merrill's head bounced off the floor there, too. He seems all right. He's still counting his teeth, though. Okay. All right. Oh, you guys in the chat, man. Y'all cracking me up out here. I wish I could read more of those comments. Unfortunately, the game is back on, so let's get back into this thing. Cavaliers with the ball. Evan Mobley at the perimeter. Hands off to Harden. Harden shoots, scores, attacking the rim. It's now 18-15. Cavaliers up by a narrow 3-point lead. Cade Cunningham covered by Wade. Looks for some support. Gives this to, looks like Marcus Sasser is now on the floor. Sasser to LeVert in the near corner. LeVert tries to shake and bake against Harden. Loses the basketball. It's loose right now. Who comes up with it? Looks like somehow Detroit recovers. There's a triple for Cade. And that looks like an air ball to me. Out of bounds and shot clock violation. Take your pick. It's a turnover. Cavaliers ball. A lot of empty possessions here for Detroit, man. We saw someone leave the comment earlier that, I guess, notoriously and historically, Game 7s don't tend to produce a whole lot of points. Well, here we are right now, both teams under 20 still with 3 minutes left to go. But there's still some time to salvage this quarter. Basketball will go out of bounds, stopping the clock once again with 2 minutes and 47 seconds. It stays with Cleveland down at the far sideline on the left-hand side of your screens. Looks like Dennis Schroeder will be inbounding, or checking in here shortly. He's not on the floor just yet, but he is getting ready to check in. James Harden with the ball will find Evan Mobley. Mobley now at the three-point line. He's got beef stew in front of him. Mobley tries to drive, passes to the three-point line, sidestep for Merrill. Merrill's three is way short. It's an air ball. It's rebounded or recovered. Shot clock down to 2. It's good! Whoa! Evan Mobley beats the buzzer on that shot with 2:27 left to go. Mobley with a little smirk on his face, maybe not expecting it to drop. Maybe happy that it did. Nice move by Cade Cunningham here at the rim. Quickly answering back. 2-point fashion, but you know what? Points are points. It's 21-17 if you're just now joining us. The Cleveland Cavaliers with a 4-point lead at home. James Harden will take a shot and be fouled in the process. Looks like that's going to be a foul here. They're going to charge this one to, looks like Duncan Robinson is going to pick it up. Duncan Robinson now on the floor here for the Detroit Pistons as well. Long story short, guys, James Harden was just fouled on a shot. He missed the shot but goes to the line for 2. 2 free throws. James Harden. First is up. First is no good. Bounces off the rim a few times. Can you get any more excited when the Cavs score? Hey, just wait till the end of the game, Macro. Wait till the end of the game. Easy, Tiger. Let me cook, bro. Let me cook. It'll feel much better if you're a Pistons fan when you hear the contrast. Let me cook. Second free throw is good right now. Basketball in the hands right now of Detroit. Out to the left-hand side. Looks like the attack is being made by Cade Cunningham. Cade to the corner, wide open. Duncan for three. Robinson shoots. He's fouled. And now Duncan Robinson will go to the line for 3 shots as he's fouled by James Harden. So these 3 shots can make it a 2-point game. And James Harden will pick up his first foul of the day. So Harden picks up his first foul. He gets pressed up on Duncan Robinson. Robinson will go to the line for 3 shots here. Here comes free throw number 1. First free throw is good. First free throw is good. The score is now 22 to 18. 22 to 18. Okay. Showing y'all some of the stats right now. Second free throw has gone up. Second free throw. Looks like the score remains 22 to 18. Duncan Robinson will miss free throw number 2. Let's see if he can get 2 out of 3 here to make it a 3-point game. So you guys know, Detroit is now in the bonus, guys. Here we are for free throw number 3. Duncan Robinson will knock it down. The score is now 22 to 19. Cavaliers back with the basketball. Top of the screen, Dennis Schroeder gives to Mobley. Mobley to Mitchell. Mitchell drives, pass. Merrill wide open again. Good! Another 3-point shot knocked down by the Cavaliers. And the Detroit Pistons are starting to fade. Down by 6 here. It is still just a 2-possession game, but this shot is big. This one is up and no good. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Missed shot right there by the Detroit Pistons. Cavaliers with it, backing up to the 3-point line. It's Mobley. Mobley hands off, 3-point shot flies. Good again. What do you want me to do, man? Maybe Detroit should start making some shots. That's another triple knocked down by the Cavaliers. It's 28 to 19. Here's a pass to the far wing. Cade Cunningham burns Wade. Looks at the triple, changes his mind. He's now being pressed by Wade. Passes back to the perimeter. Attacking now, looks like Sasser almost loses it. Passes to LeVert for 3. Almost an air ball. No good. Cavaliers coming back on a fast break. Dennis Schroeder passes to Merrill. Merrill going to use a screen. Gives it backwards again to, looks like Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell uses that same screen. Mitchell Euros, shoots in the paint. Off the back of the rim. Rebound LeVert. LeVert with the board. 24 seconds left to go in quarter number 1. Bringing it up slowly, Sasser will hold. Currently down by 9, the Detroit Pistons. In a little bit of adversity early in this game. Step back triple for him. Good! Knocks down that tray. 5 seconds here left to go. Big shot there for the Detroit Pistons. They absolutely needed that full court shot. It's good! At the end of the first quarter, Donovan Mitchell beats the buzzer on a half-court shot there from 33 feet away. Oh, my gosh, dude. That's how you finish quarter number 1? A half-court buzzer beater? It's 31 to 22, and I am not making that up. Okay, that's the end of quarter number 1. Again, we call it like we see it. That's all it is. Please use the signature doink when they miss their shots. Thanks. I will do that moving forward. All right, man. There you go. Freimeister says Santino clip that one. That shot at the end of quarter number 1. We finally got a buzzer beater, so you're on to something there, Freimeister. You're on to something. So that shot went down, guys. The score is 31 to 22 after that 3-point shot. Pistons fans, I know you guys want me to get more excited for the Detroit Pistons. If you've ever done this before, you know, first of all, there's a lot of games happening, and I'm not going to blow my voice out when you're down by 11 points, in this case 9, over a simple layup. Just doesn't equate. If the Detroit Pistons start to make an actual run, you will hear me get excited for it, because to me, it doesn't matter who wins this game. San Antonio's winning it all. Go Spurs, go. All right, that's a little bit of trolling for you guys. All right, guys, quick look right now. NBA draft lottery results, in case you've been living under a rock. These are your top 14 picks for this year's NBA draft. Washington Wizards, Utah Jazz, Memphis Grizzlies, and Chicago Bulls. The LA Clippers, the Brooklyn Nets, and the Sacramento Kings are going to be your first 7 picks this season. Is your favorite team one of these top 7 picks? If they are, congratulations. You're getting a good pick this year. Then 8 through 14 is the Atlanta Hawks, the Dallas Mavericks, which they had number 1 this year, and 2 back-to-back top 10 picks for the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas could be on track once again, unless, of course, Atlanta wants to do something stupid like draft Luka Doncic and trade him to the Mavericks. But that's ancient history that nobody cares about anymore, right? Am I right? Okay, yeah, no. We're never going to let Atlanta live that down. Milwaukee Bucks at number 10. Golden State Warriors, Oklahoma City Thunder, Miami Heat, and Charlotte Hornets are going to be your other top picks. Well, we now have the clear photo in the West, guys. The Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs will be facing off tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. The New York Knicks still out here waiting to see if they're going to get home court advantage or not. Pistons were the number 1 team. The Cavaliers were the number 4 team. So if Detroit advances, the Pistons get home court. If the Cavaliers advance, the Knicks will get home court in the next round. We did talk about the officials here for just a few moments there. We did talk about the officials. Once again, Mark Davis, Ben Taylor, and Kevin Scott here with a combined 41 years of experience. This game so far seems to have been fairly officiated, but the Cleveland Cavaliers do have a pretty sizable lead right now at the end of quarter number 1. It's not insurmountable. A couple of quick shots like that one there from Duncan Robinson could help the Detroit Pistons tie this up before halftime. We're starting quarter number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Ball is currently in the hands of Sam Merrill, and Duncan Robinson is in his face. He steals the ball. Duncan Robinson comes up with the turnover. There's going to be a foul here as Sam Merrill is going to try to prevent that quick bucket there. Good steal by Duncan Robinson and the Detroit Pistons. Down by 7. Pistons going to inbound here. Kendra says, "Why are you bullying me, Mario?" What are you talking about, Kendra? Welcome back. Whoops, not going to have time to sip on that. Let's get the inbound pass. Ball in the hands of Cade Cunningham. There's the inbound. 20 seconds here on the shot clock. Cunningham turns the corner. He'll step back, but a whistle comes in. There's going to be a foul here. Quickly, that's the second foul of the quarter against Cleveland. Second foul of the quarter against Sam Merrill. Merrill picks up foul number 2. Score remains 24-31, and we'll get another inbound pass. 11:25 on the clock. 2 quick fouls. Duncan Robinson to inbound. Robinson finds Cunningham again. Cunningham to the left, picked up by Wade. Cunningham to Robinson, fakes the release, gives this one out to the left. It's Cunningham. Attacks, shoots, scores. Nice touch there at the rim. And it's a 5-point game. The Detroit Pistons slowly fighting their way back into this one. Donovan Mitchell to the left. He sees the lane, lays that one up and in. Nice move here. So Donovan Mitchell gets 2 back. Cavaliers still lead by 7. Pass now to Thompson. Wasn't expecting it. Thompson now double team. Shoots this one through the traffic. It goes out of bounds. Last touched here by Paul Reed. It's a turnover. It's Cavaliers ball. 33-26. 33-26. Cavaliers bring it up. Quickly at the far wing, doink off the back of the rim. Offensive board, though. Mitchell shoots, doink off the back of the rim again. Evan Mobley rebounds. He's under the rim. He'll be fouled by, looks like, Paul Reed. And so Mobley now goes to the line. Paul Reed commits the foul. 10:34 left to play in the first half. Kyle says, I believe so. Mario doesn't have his groupie jersey on. Groupie jersey? The only jersey I wear is my San Antonio Spurs. Go, Spurs, go. First free throw will be good for Paul Reed. Excuse me, Paul Reed committed the foul. It's Evan Mobley at the line. First free throw is good for Evan Mobley. 34-26. 34-26. Looks like Mime Handsome says, go Detroit. CB saying, so Mario, you think San Antonio can beat OKC? I think we've already beat them 4 times this year. So yes, I think we can do it 4 more. All right. Second free throw is no good here for the Cavaliers. The damage is going to be limited to 34-26. Ball in the hands of Marcus Sasser. Almost a really bad pass, but it's picked up by Cade Cunningham. Shot clock down to 7. Cade from the elbow shoots. Back of the rim. Evan Mobley gets the miss. So a missed shot here. Doinks it one more time. Schroeder gives to Mitchell. Mitchell on the run. Mitchell goes up. Mitchell will pass to Mobley, and Mobley will finish at the rim. It's a 10-point game, 36-26. Cleveland hanging on to the ball right now. Cade Cunningham looking for someone, anyone, to help him out. He gives to Paul Reed. Paul Reed will be fouled by Donovan Mitchell. So Cade Cunningham has 6. Duncan Robinson has 4. Marcus Sasser has 3. Paul Reed with 0. Oscar Thompson with 0. Not really helping the Pistons offensively. Detroit still has the ball after that foul from Donovan Mitchell, so we're going to get an inbound pass. It has been inbounded really quick here, and Cade Cunningham now has it. Cunningham at the near wing. Foul. That pass is going to get poked away, deflected, tries to feed that inside, and Evan Mobley does a great job of breaking that pass apart. It is still Detroit basketball, guys, but the problem is they only have 6 seconds left to shoot once it's inbounded. There's the inbound pass. Sasser has to keep track of time. Here's a three-point shot. Duncan Robinson off the front of the rim. Offensive board by Paul Reed. Bounce pass wide open. Sasser, no. And a whistle going to come in. It's going to be an over-the-back foul on Donovan Mitchell. It stays here again. What is that, foul number 4? On Cleveland? They're already about to put Detroit in the bonus. They're really close to putting Detroit in the bonus with 9 minutes left to go in the half. Detroit can just nom from the line if they do that. So Cade Cunningham has it, gives to Robinson. Robinson looks to the right, gives to Reed. Reed shake and bake, tries to get past Wade. Fadeaway jump shot from the free throw line, off the backboard, no good. Schroeder gets the pull down. Cavaliers finally get another possession here. Couple of opportunities for the Detroit Pistons. They could not capitalize. Whistle coming in right now. It's a foul. Donovan Mitchell going to be fouled on the play. Cade Cunningham looks like he'll be picking up the first foul of the day. His first foul of the day. Yeah, Cade definitely swatted that right arm. So it looks like we're at the free throw line. They're calling this a shooting foul against Cade Cunningham. Cavaliers to the free throw line, shooting 2. Bad first half for Detroit. Not going to lie. First free throw, no good. Does it mean that the Detroit Pistons are cooked? No, guys. The Detroit Pistons are not cooked right now. There's still a lot of game left. Looks like a few substitutions coming in right now. Jarrett Allen checking in for Evan Mobley. Looks like Max Strus checking in for Wade. And on the floor for the Cavaliers, it's Mitchell, Allen, Harden, Schroeder, and Strus. That free throw is good for Donovan Mitchell. On the floor for the Pistons, it's Cunningham, Robinson, Harris, Reed, and Thompson. So ball in the hands right now of Tobias Harris, gives it to Robinson, passes this one to the right-hand side. Nice key pass in there, and that's going to be a block. Jarrett Allen with a rejection. Oh, no, Paul Reed just got rejected there. Here's Jarrett Allen. He hands this back to Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder at the far wing. Schroeder inside to Allen. Allen going to fight into the paint. Allen going to be fouled now. Looks like Tobias Harris is going to be charged with this one. It'll be either Harris or Reed who's going to pick it up. almost a really, really athletic move. Paul Reed avoided him setting that charge. So tried to move around Donovan Mitchell on the play, and that slight adjustment forced by Donovan Mitchell just standing there forced him to get into the wingspan of Jarrett Allen, who rejected the shot. Anyways, speaking of rejected shots, that first free throw, no good. Here comes free throw number 2 for Jarrett Allen. Second free throw is good. Detroit is in the bonus, guys, according to the TV screen here. So the score is now 38-26, a 12-point lead for the Cleveland Cavaliers on the road. Tobias Harris going to post up and try to muscle his way in past, double team coming in. Thompson gets it. Thompson tries to do the same thing, and no, he'll miss, trying to get around Jarrett Allen. Here come the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavaliers with the ball, working their way towards the near side of the floor. Still on the move to the left. Gonna go up and get rejected the other way. Oscar Thompson, another block for him. Thompson with his second block of the day, keeping the Pistons at least within arm's length here. That's the second block from behind. Thompson with a nasty one. At least defensively, there's still some life there. Inbound pass coming. It is Cleveland ball. They have 8 to shoot. There's the pass. Donovan Mitchell in the corner. Shot clock down to 4. He's now got to shake. He's got to make a move. Feeds inside. Allen to the perimeter. That's a shot clock violation. It's a turnover. It's Pistons ball. Good defensive set for the Detroit Pistons. Great defensive possession here. Can they string a few of those together? But most importantly, or I should say just more importantly, can they score the ball? So Cade Cunningham needs a bucket real bad from downtown. It's up. It's no good. And it doinks off the back of the rim. Foul comes in again. And it looks like James Harden going to draw a foul against Tobias Harris. So another doink. Another missed shot. The Cavaliers are shooting at 50%. The Pistons at 33%. From downtown, the Cavaliers are 40%. The Pistons are 27% from downtown. Pistons cannot buy a bucket from deep at this moment. Pass to the three-point line. Merrill, it's up. It's good. And my, oh my, looks like a timeout will be called here. About time, because this game is getting out of control and getting out of control quickly. Cavs fans, how are you feeling? Y'all okay? Pistons fans, are you nervous? Are you guys nervous? This isn't good, says Cujo. Cavs got this game 7. Tommy, cheers, brother. Appreciate that. Says be sure to hydrate. Thank you, Tommy. Go to an entire zone with half-court press. Merrill is a legend. Bradley checks into the chat. Bradley with a high five. What up, Bradley? How you doing, brother? Welcome to today's live stream. Okay. All right. Look, I know you guys. At least most of you guys. A good chunk of you guys. This audience is not an Ohio-based audience. And at the risk of really upsetting a lot of you guys, this is not looking good for Detroit. They are down by 15 right now. The good news for Detroit is that they're down by 15 in the first half and not in the fourth quarter. So there's time to correct this, but they need to do some last-second, real quick changes, try to do something here to get this to work, because it's not working right now. Detroit shooting badly, says Casey. That's facts there, dude. Pistons need an oil change, says Run Play. Run Platypus. What up, Platypus? Like Perry the Platypus? Akron, Ohio, baby, says Todd. It's still early. Go Cavs. B. Johnson says, hey, go Spurs, go. Go Spurs, go. We've got Lawrence saying, goal. Well, since this game is technically over, I'm going to leave. No point to hear Mario glaze the Cavs all night. All right. We'll see you next time, DJ. And I know that if the Pistons come back, you're going to be the first one in the chat room who says, I was here the whole time, bro. I swear I was here the entire time. Detroit Pistons down by 15. That's not glaze. That's just facts. Fourth quarter comeback, says Boomer Sooner. Detroit needs to wake up. Tony says, love your cup. Go Spurs, go, man. That's it. Go Spurs, go. Just need to calm down. We'll be okay, says Armand Burgess. Ohio here, and not a Cavs fan. Akron/Cincy. Go Cavs from Germany. Pistons is useless now that everyone got a test. What? Okay, all right. Man, I understand, guys. There's a lot of emotions here. There's a lot of emotions. A lot of people feeling a certain kind of way. I can't help it that the Detroit Pistons have only scored 26 points in the first 15 minutes of play, 17 minutes of play. I don't get to control that. All I can do is get excited if they score. If they don't, the other option, I'm sure you guys are smart enough to figure out what the other option is if they don't score. But if they do, I can get excited. Just score more, we can get more excited. Okay, let's get back to the action here. Here we go. Waiting for the action to start. Looks like Karis LeVert about to inbound the pass. Karis LeVert about to inbound. Looks like both teams are officially now in the bonus. It is now with Cade Cunningham. Cunningham will bring the ball up, puts it behind his back. He's standing at the logo. Cunningham sees a couple of players running past him. Going to use the Jalen Duren pick right there. Gives this to the corner. Lines up the triple. That's up. That's in. That's a bucket there. Karis LeVert gets 3 points back for the Detroit Pistons. It's now 41-29. Coming back on the run, it's the Cavaliers. There's the feed. Jarrett Allen goes up, loses the ball. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Detroit. It's Cavs ball. Cavs with the ball at the baseline. Cavs with the ball at the baseline. Near side here of the baseline. James Harden to inbound. Harden is going to get picked off. It's stolen immediately here. And a great opportunity for the Detroit Pistons once again. Looks like Duncan Robinson is going to run, shoot, and score. But unfortunately, he ran through Dennis Schroeder in the process, and the officials will wave that off. They're going to call this an offensive foul on Duncan Robinson, and it goes back the other way with the Cavaliers. Schroeder is still down on the ground here. Robinson did a great job there. He pump faked. Schroeder left his feet, but then as Duncan Robinson was going back, he swung the arm back, and that's where the offensive foul came in. So Robinson going to be charged with slapping Schroeder in the face. No, this cannot be reviewed for a flagrant. Okay, good. Replay confirms there was no excessive. I know things aren't going well for the Detroit Pistons, but that would have been a terrible call had they called that a flagrant. It's not. It's Cavs ball, though. Cavaliers to inbound. So 6:57 left to go. It's a 13-point game. 12-point game. It's a 12-point game. 6:57. Score is 41-29. Cavaliers to inbound. It's James Harden now. Harden goes to the left, goes to the right. Dennis Jenkins staying in front of him. Good footwork there by Jenkins. There's the pass to Merrill at the straightaway. He's picked up by Robinson. Merrill gets past him. He'll go up and shoot off the backboard. That's a bucket. It's 43-29. Coming back now, it's looks like Cunningham. Cade. Ooh, a little push off there. He's going to pass this one right into the hands of Jarrett Allen. It looked like he literally gave the ball to Jarrett Allen. Allen was still on the ground getting up, and he put it in his hands. Jarrett Allen will finish at the rim. It's 45-29 now. Cavaliers still have not scored. It's a 14-3 run in the last 5 minutes of this game. There's a shot that is going to miss again, but a foul will be called here. Looks like James Harden will be charged with it. In the last 5 minutes, we've seen a total of 3 points for the Detroit Pistons. They're going to the line to shoot 2 right now. Should be Karis LeVert taking a couple of shots. James Harden trying to plead his case, saying that was not a foul. First free throw is good, guys. Karis LeVert knocks down the first. It's a 15-point game. The score is 45-30. 45-30. Okay. Next free throw comes up. Second free throw is good. 45-31. Ball currently in the hands of James Harden. James Harden will make the move. Harden to the left. Harden behind the back, almost losing it. Late whistle coming in with 6 minutes left to go. Let's see who's charged with this one. In the bonus, even though it wasn't a shooting foul, they're going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. It'll be James Harden to take 2 shots. Yes, let's go Eagles. Does that say 45-30? Oh, well, the second free throw was made, so it's 45-31. So that's my bad. Let's go Eagle. 45-31. Man, I really am confusing everyone today. James Harden at the line. It was 45-30 before the second free throw. And then James Harden at the line shooting 2. It's now 46-31. 200 Jules from Terrence. Thanks, Jules. Thanks, Terrence. Thank you, Terrence. Appreciate that. 46-31. This next free throw goes up. It's going to be a missed shot. So now we've got looks like a 15-point game once again, guys. The Detroit Pistons with the basketball. Looks to the right, looks to the left, gives to the left, and back to LeVert. LeVert gonna drive. LeVert gets stripped right now, stolen away by the Cavaliers. Cavaliers continue to make life difficult for the Detroit Pistons and their fans. Mobley, though, going to get stolen right back. Marcus Sasser with the steal. Sasser to the three-point line. Jenkins! No! Defensive rebound, Cleveland. Cavaliers coming back with it. Cavaliers give this backwards. It's James Harden. Harden at the near wing. Picked up by Sasser. Harden steps back, triple, it's up, off the rim, doinks it, and it's rebounded by Merrill. Corner 3 for Merrill. Merrill doinks it, offensive board again, and a foul again. Jarrett Allen going to go to the line for another 2 shots. Detroit, man, tough spot, man. Vegas just farming live bets and cash outs right now, says Mark, for sure. How many of you guys took Detroit to win this game? It's a 15-point game. It's not over. It's not over. Who took Detroit to win this game? I didn't bet on today's game, but if I had, I would have taken Detroit to win this game here at home. Fact. First free throw is made right now, and I probably would be kicking myself for having made that choice if I had made that bet. Instead, I chose to invest $15 today instead of gambling it, and I'm happy with that decision. Next free throw goes up. Second free throw for Jarrett Allen is no good. Rebounded by the Pistons. Pistons coming back with the ball. At the top of the screen, it's Dennis Jenkins. Jenkins looking for Cade Cunningham. Cunningham now has it. 5 minutes left to play in the first half. Can the Detroit Pistons bring this back? They're down by 16. Cade will drive, shoot, and miss, but he will be fouled in the process, and he goes to the line for 2 shots. Foul after foul after foul. This in the bonus, guys. We might get a long game. We might get a long game right here. Tough shot there, but we're at the line. So now Cade to shoot 2 shots. Cade's first shot is good. It's now 32-47, making it a 15-point game. Another free throw here could make it a 14-point game. And we have seen some runs where we can see Detroit quickly get back into this one. But it's not up to me, guys. It's up to Detroit and if they can get it done. So the second free throw is good. It's 47-33. It's Cavaliers ball. Inbound pass right now. James Harden going to bring it up. He's being pressed all the way back here. They're trying to force an 8-second. Not going to happen. Moves the ball up quickly. Mobley now has it at the perimeter. Hands this over. Goes up for three. Merrill knocks down the tray. Gets the bucket and the foul. A 4-point play coming up. Marcus Sasser commits the foul at the three-point line, and Merrill is able to knock it down while getting fouled. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So the and one is good for Cleveland as well, and it's 51-33. 18-point lead right now. Cade Cunningham with the ball. Cade at the far wing. Cade at the far elbow. High post. He's now at the free throw line trying to muscle his way in. Great defense here. Stepping back, feeding inside. Jalen Duren going to turn, shoot, and score. Nice shot there from Jalen Duren. 86 points in total so far. 51-35. Here's a quick run to the left-hand side by James Harden. Change of personnel. Now Harden is covered by Tobias Harris. Harden stands at the Pistons logo. Harden makes the move, steps back, shoots from the free throw line. No good. And pushed out of bounds. There's no way the officials are going to. What? They're calling it a jump ball down here? Jared Allen and Jalen Duren to jump ball. That looked like a clear foul and a clear pushing him out of bounds. I hate that call, bro. I hate that call. Jared Allen had a piece of the ball right there, but that's a terrible call. That should be a foul. That should be Detroit Pistons basketball. We're getting a jump ball right now. Terrible call. We're getting a jump ball. Should be Pistons ball. Let's see if waiting for it. It's Duren jumping with Allen, so just like how the game started. Jump ball. Still waiting. Hang tight. Jump ball won by the Cavaliers? No. It would have been won by the Cavaliers, but it got tipped out of bounds, and it's down here at the near sideline. It's Pistons basketball. 16-point game. Start the clock. 51-35. Sasser gives to Cunningham. Cunningham back to Sasser for three. Sasser, no. Rebound, defense. Cleveland bounce to the left. It's now a pass inside. Jared Allen going to fight, going to spin, going to go up, going to be fouled. And 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Tobias Harris picks up another foul. Very, very tough sledding right now, man. Really tough sledding here for the Detroit Pistons. And, you can say what you want about the officiating in this game. The officiating does not put your team at 28% three-point shooting or 35% overall from the floor. At the free throw line, Jared Allen knocks down the first. Cleveland Cavaliers at 50% from the floor and 42% from three-point land. Again, the Pistons just 35% from the floor. That's 15% less. The result of that is it's like 20% less points. We start the clock. The score is 53 now to 35. Basketball back with the Detroit Pistons, down by 18 at home in a win or go home closeout game. The move to the right, the step back jump shot off the front of the rim again. Cade Cunningham can't get that to go. It's out of bounds. It's Detroit basketball once again after the doink. So doink and out of bounds. Waiting for the inbound pass. There it is. Back to the three-point line, into the elbow. Janice Jenkins can't get that to go either. Another missed shot for the Detroit Pistons. Back with the Cavaliers. And not a lot of second chance opportunities for Detroit. They have not really been crashing the boards because they have to get back on defense to prevent exactly that. Donovan Mitchell, fast break, attacks the rim, scores again. 2:53 here left to go. Detroit Pistons now down by 20. Take another timeout. Eminem is cleaning out his locker, says Burley Kev. Brutal. Brutal. All right, guys. So, welcome to today's live stream. My name's Mario. I am your host. If you guys are still watching with me, thank y'all for hanging out. Looks like right now we've got about 6,000 people in the chat, which means only 10% of you guys have smashed the like button. If you guys are getting some kind of value from this live stream, we've got about 3 minutes left. Maybe we can get to 1,000 likes by the time halftime rolls around. In case you're new to today's channel or to today's stream, we do trivia quizzes during halftime, every single trivia quiz. So be sure to come back and join us. Don't go anywhere, actually. Don't even have to come back if you just stay here. We got 3 minutes left to go, guys, before halftime. I'm excited for that. We've got some fresh new trivia questions. Let's see. 20-point lead. Pack it up, says 2 Cups. T2 Cups. Dummy says, Mario, where's Luigi? Man. How have I never heard that one before? I'm going to have to remember that one, dude. I'm going to have to remember that one. What up, Vegeta? How you doing, bro? He says this chat's going to be amazing when the Lions sweep this season. Woo! What's going on, Alex? Riz says time for an edible. OKC has home court advantage in the West, but the East is still up in the air, says Tommy. What's up with Tobias Harris? Little letdown from what we've seen this postseason for Tobias Harris. Looks like Manny is watching from Mexico. The cheese is old and moldy, says JT Taylor. I smashed. Giggity. All right, George. What up, dude? What's going on, Southside? Southside in the chat saying go Spurs go. What is with Detroit, asks Jackson Lawson. Good question. DJ Arena. What's going on, bro? How you doing, man? Welcome in. Todd, I'll partake with you, bro. We can go to the loony bin together, says Todd. I see you, Riz, says Dr. Green Thumb. I got T2 Cups in the chat. I got Lil Rico Baby, King Mario, Blanc, not blank. Blank, not blank. Okay. Can't wait for football season, says Fred Moran. Honestly, Fred, me either, bro. We were looking at some of the stuff the other day. We were talking about the NFL international scheduled games, which this is a crazy cool schedule this year for the NFL. They've actually folded in a lot of these international games to the regular slots, so no more, well, for half of them, we won't have to wake up at 8 a.m. to watch, which is pretty cool. That being said, this game right here is going to be Thursday Night Football. This game will happen in Melbourne, Australia. For those of you who like football, it's going to be the LA Rams hosting the San Francisco 49ers in Australia. So our two teams in the NFC West going even further west. All right. And going down south to the land down under. That'll be our first international game of the year, but a lot of really good international matchups, including my Dallas Cowboys against Baltimore in Brazil, which crazy work. Excited to watch that too. Well, halftime is almost here, guys. So with the final 3 minutes of this half, let's get this thing started once again. Looks like the ball is in the hands of Tobias Harris, picked up by Evan Mobley at the three-point line. Tobias Harris doesn't like the look, gives to Cade. Cade turns and shoots, running, driving play. Cade Cunningham gets 2 back. Back to an 18-point game. Donovan Mitchell at the three-point line. Donovan Mitchell up, shoots. That's no good. Rebound by Thompson. So Thompson gets the pull down. Fast break opportunity. Duncan Robinson, sidestep triple. Good! Duncan Robinson chops the lead down to 15 now. So going from 20 to 15 in about 8 seconds here. Basketball now with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavaliers backing it up right now. It's James Harden. Harden picked up by Harris. Harden to the paint. Harden to the three-point line. It's Mobley. Mobley gets, good strong move at the rim by Mobley. Thompson tried to get his hands in right there. The officials could have blown the whistle, and honestly, had they charged Thompson with the foul, they could have gotten away with just giving up 1 point, but there's going to be a shot that goes up. No whistle, late whistle maybe. Tobias Harris objecting now. He believes that was a foul. Thompson was all over Mobley. That was clearly a foul. I mean, Mobley would have gotten the and one opportunity, so still would have made it. It's 57-40. Last I saw, there was a no call down on this side of the floor. Tobias Harris, you can hear him saying over and over, saying, that's a foul. But we're actually down at this end with 1:39 here left to go. And it seems like Jalen Duren was charged with a loose ball foul. And James Harden is now at the line shooting 2. So Harden makes the first of the 2 shots. Feels kind of one-sided on the officiating. Let's take a look. Now, that could just be the score. But the fouls have been, oh my gosh, 17, 18 free throws to 9. We've seen twice the free throws given to the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's 59-40 in a 19-point game here once again. Cade Cunningham going to fight. Cade Cunningham going to look to the three-point line. Tobias Harris doinks it off the front of the rim. It's rebounded by Harris, gets his own rebound, goes up, gets clearly fouled this time. He goes to the line then to shoot 2. Tobias Harris draws 1. 14 fouls, 14 whistles blown in favor for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 8 whistles blown in favor for the Detroit Pistons. That's a bit of a discrepancy there as well. Tobias Harris at the line, shooting 2. Here comes free throw number 1. Currently down by 19. That free throw, it's now 59-41. 59-41. You guys are out here, man. This must be really tough to watch if you're a Pistons fan, but it's not over. The Pistons and the entire city of Detroit knows what it means to face adversity and overcome. Let's see if they can do that here today. Evan Mobley backwards to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell in between the straightaway and the logo. Donovan Mitchell moves to the left, passes last minute, opens things up. Jarrett Allen is fouled and gets the shot to go. Another whistle, another foul. Jalen Duren got on that one. He was trying to block Donovan Mitchell. That was the help defense, but the help defense allowed Jarrett Allen to go up and get the shot. Jalen Duren, we're going to watch that a lot here today. That's what happened in the last game. They were highlighting that, how Jalen Duren did a fantastic job of not doing help defense and allowing some of those Cavs shots to come up short because they felt the pressure. Instead, he committed that time. The and one is converted that time. It's back to a 20-point lead. Guys, the Cavaliers have a total of 17 assists. Meanwhile, the Detroit Pistons have a total of 14 made field goals. You heard that right. The Cavaliers have more assists than the Pistons have made shots today, and even though they just made that shot, it's still true. So, to the left-hand side, it's Dennis Schroeder. Looks to the right. It's now in the hands of Jarrett Allen. Jarrett Allen hands this one backwards to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell will pull up. Mitchell to the three-point line. It's now Mobley. Mobley with the shot clock down to 7 will shoot and be fouled again. Another bucket, another foul, another potential three-point play. Tobias Harris picks up another. And this is just an absolute mess. Unreal, says Mikey. Cavs can still blow this, says JT Taylor. All right. So 17 assists for the Cavaliers, which means at least 17 shots off of team basketball. A grand total of 15 actual shots made for the Detroit Pistons. The and one opportunity not going to go here. Detroit does have a chance to shoot at the end of this quarter. Down by 20. It's Dennis Jenkins who gives to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham will hold. He's picked up by Strus. Cunningham holds it down to his bottom left side and works in that direction. Cunningham to the hash. Cunningham, isolation basketball, wide open to the corner, though. This shot is up and in! Okay, Thompson with a three-point shot. He doesn't normally do that. Coming back, the Cavaliers are going to go ahead and miss. Full court shot for the Detroit Pistons. No good. And that takes us to halftime, guys. Well, ugly first half here. Ugly first half. We'll talk about that in just a moment, but I don't know about you guys. I think I need a palate cleanser. So, let's do our trivia quiz. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a quick palate cleanser between the first and the second half of this game. It is currently a 17-point game with the Cavaliers up 64-47, but we'll get back to that in a minute. Let's do question number 1. All right, guys, which Cavaliers player currently wears number 2? Is it Evan Mobley, Max Strus, or Dean Wade? Which Cavs player currently wears number 2? Mobley, Strus, or Wade? A, B, or C? No penalties for wrong answers, guys. We're just here to have some fun. That correct answer is Max Strus, guys. Max has been wearing number 2. Actually, what's really interesting is that he used to wear number 1 until James Harden said, give me that jersey off your back and let's put my name on it. I want to be number 1. You can be number 2. Let's go to question number 2. Okay, we've seen this question before. How many of you guys remember? How many NBA championships have the Detroit Pistons won? Is it 2? Is it 3? Or is it 4? How many championships have the Pistons won? A, B, or C? Robert says he is a number 2. It's like a number 4 at this point. Well, you guys can see from the graphic that we so generously put out there for you guys. The answer is 3. 1989, 1990, and 2004. 89, 90, and 2004 were the 3 championships for the Detroit Pistons. Speaking of 3, here's question number 3. Today makes how many games for the Cleveland Cavaliers this postseason? Is it 12, 13, or 14 games played after today this postseason? A, B, or C? How many games this postseason have the Cavaliers played? We talked about it during our pregame. Well, they played a 7-game series in round 1 and again a 7-game series here. The answer of 7 plus 7 is 14. I actually put a graphic of the two of them tired because I was not expecting this scoreline, guys. I really was not. They don't look tired at all. They look fired up. Here's question number 4. Where would the Pistons originally play, or where would the Pistons originally play before moving to Detroit? It should say, where did the Pistons originally play before moving to Detroit? And that's on me because I put this question in. So I'll read it one more time. Where did the Pistons originally play before Detroit? Chicago, Indianapolis, or Fort Wayne? The answer is Fort Wayne. The answer is Fort Wayne. And someone said, Mario, did you make this quiz? No, I just jumped in to help. I took over the Detroit Pistons questions for Santino. Santino did the heavy lifting here. I just did a couple of them. Let's go to question number 5. In case y'all didn't know, that's facts. All right, guys. What year was the last time that the Cavaliers were in the Eastern Conference Finals? Was that 2016, 2018, or was that 2020? When was the last time the Cavaliers made it to the Eastern Conference Finals? I feel like I remember. I feel like you guys might remember. All right. Well, the last time was in 2018. Take a look at the starters that they had there, guys. Isaiah Thomas, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson, Derrick Rose, J.R. Smith, Kyle Korver. That was a squad, bro. That was one squad in 2018. Okay. Which Pistons coach led the team to the 2004 NBA championship? Was it Rick Carlisle, Flip Saunders, or Larry Brown? Pistons fans, you guys cannot get this one wrong. I won't let you. Who was the Pistons head coach that led them to the NBA championship in 2004? Come on. Come on. Come on! The answer is Larry Brown. Yeah, you guys remember this. Most of you guys remember this. I think most of y'all got this one right. Now, it has been a while. 2004 was over 20 years ago. We'll see if they can clean up the mess that they've made for themselves in this game. Big mess this game. We'll see if they can clean it up. All right, Cavs fans. Which Cavaliers player was known as Mr. Cavalier? Was it Ilgauskas? Was it Larry Nance? Or was it Austin Carr? Zydrunas Ilgauskas, Larry Nance, or Austin Carr, who was known as Mr. Cavalier? The answer is actually Austin Carr, guys. Mr. Cavalier. He was drafted #1 overall back in 1971, a little bit before my time there. But, yeah, he was really, really good, averaging 34 points per game across 3 seasons in college ball. Let's go to the next one. Looks like someone just checked in right now. Appreciate that super chat. Next question, guys. How many seasons did Chuck Daly coach the Detroit Pistons? 7, 8, or 9 years as the Pistons head coach? Chuck Daly, y'all remember that guy? Some of y'all might remember that guy. How many seasons did Daly coach this squad? All right, so kind of a trick question because it was 2 brief stints, guys, from 1983 to 84. Actually, it looks like it was just the 1 brief stint, or the 1 9-year stint. My bad. 9 seasons from 1983 to 1991/92. Question number 9. Ex-Cavaliers player Brad Daughtry is a co-owner of which team in which sport? Or excuse me, is a co-owner of a team in which sport? Is it NASCAR, baseball, or soccer? I'll read that question one more time. Ex-Cavalier player Brad Daughtry is a co-owner of a team in which sport? Which sport does he own a team in? Co-own. We talked about this before. The answer is NASCAR with JTG NASCAR team. We talked about Joe Gibbs when we were covering the Washington Commanders and how Joe Gibbs is in both the NFL and NASCAR Hall of Fame. Looks like he's trying to do the same. Let's go to question number 10. Final question, guys. Which of these former Pistons players was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame just this year? Was it Isaiah Thomas, Dennis Rodman, or Joe Dumars? A, B, or C? Random question here. Random question here, just for funsies. Ouch, got me, says Noah Trent. The answer on this one is Dennis Rodman, who was just this year given honorary acceptance into the WWE Hall of Fame. The worm. There it is, man. Who's the early bird that got the worm? How did y'all do, man? How was that trivia quiz for y'all? We were just doing that to pass a little bit of time. 6 minutes here left to go. What do y'all think? Let's see. When you don't actually try until your back is against the wall, you pick the wrong day because the team you're playing is likely. Dude, Brittany, you know what you're saying right now is how I feel, and it's exactly how I feel about the U.S. men's team. U.S. men's soccer, they wait until they're down 1-0 to decide to go ahead and start playing. Like, why? Do you guys only ever decide to start playing when you're down 1 or 2 goals to nothing? So this question was just too sweet, says Taylor. Jay Taylor. Love it, man. Love it. You guys did okay. 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for Robert. Ricky got them all. Short posted, says Santino. Let's go, brother. Hell yeah. All right, good times. Thanks. Says a lot about the WWE. Yeah, it kind of does, though, doesn't it? Like, why would he be in the Hall of Fame? Anyways. All right, guys. Our goal was to try to get to 130,000 subscribers by the end of this round. I don't think we're going to get there, but I do think we can crack 129.7. So if there are 14 more people who are currently watching who are not currently subscribed, be sure to smash that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. Got about 5 minutes here left in halftime. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step away, give my voice a quick 60-second rest. You guys, I'm going to leave y'all here with a quick word from our sponsors. Give me 60 seconds. I will be right back, and we can talk about the box scores for the first half. Be right back.
Bro, I just whiffed so bad on my parlay again.
Bro, what? How much is that now?
I don't know, like $500?
Dude, are you serious? Are you still gonna be able to pay the rent?
I mean, I guess. I just have to win my money back.
Yeah, but you're like super stressed out and now you're trying to get right back to where you started.
Yeah, and?
Bro, you gamble $100 every single week. That's $5,200 a year.
What?
If you took that money and invested it every single month over 30 years because of compound interest, you'd have like $2 million, bro.
Bro, that's not true, dude. That's cap, bro. That's cap.
Dude, I'm serious, bro. I'm dead serious.
Okay, $2 million, dude. Yeah, okay, bro.
No, I'm telling you, bro. Look, check it out. Look, check it out. I started using Acorns, and it just does all of the investing for me automatically. You can do like $5 a day or $10 a day or whatever you're willing to put in. In your case, I guess $100 a week.
Okay, but why would I do that when I could just hit this 10-leg parlay and just win $10,000 right now?
Dude, you're not hitting a 10-leg parlay.
All right, fine. I'll download the app. But when I hit this 10-leg parlay, bro, I'm deleting it immediately.
Bro, you're not hitting a 10-leg parlay.
I'm hitting
this
this
10-leg.
You're not hitting
a 10-leg parlay. That's just not happening.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hit this 10-leg parlay.
You're an idiot.
All right, guys, so quick word from our sponsors. It is actually Acorns. And, you know, you guys have been really, really great signing up for Acorns. I only hope that you guys are actually making your first investments to the, like, I think we've had like 50 people sign up since we partnered with Acorns. But we've only had like 10 of you guys actually make your first deposits into those investment accounts. So remember, guys, it's not just about downloading the app. That's a good step in the right direction. But you have to start practicing good financial decisions. You got to get real with your money. If you are, I'm just going to leave this one time real quick. If you have spent more money gambling on DraftKings, Prize Picks, Underdogs, or whatever, and less, if you spend more money gambling than you have into your own retirement this week, take a look at yourself. Think about it. Is that really what I want to do? Now, if you do want to do that, great. Best case scenario, you guys are loaded. No one cares what Mario's got to say. I'm flush with cash, big dog. I'm good. I got my retirement. I got my cash. I can gamble if I want to. I'm a big boy. I hope that's you. I do hope that's you. But if you're struggling, you're riding the struggle bus, and you're still putting money into one of those platforms, you may want to reconsider your strategy. Okay. Well, 2 minutes here left to go in halftime. Let's talk about the box scores. Quick look at the Cavaliers. Jarrett Allen in this game, 15 points. Evan Mobley, 12 points. Wade today. Looks like Wade didn't even get the start, guys. Max Strus got the start over Wade. Strus actually has 0 points. Wade with 5. Wade fighting his way back into the starting column. Donovan Mitchell today with 11 and James Harden with 6. So it's been Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley who have made the biggest impact in the game. These two guys combined right now have 27 points, and I don't think that the Pistons were planning for that. They've managed to lock down Donovan Mitchell and James Harden really well in this game, but these two guys are out there, and they're sleeping on them. The defensive side, or excuse me, the bench side, Sam Merrill, again, 15 points for Sam Merrill. Are you kidding me? And Schroeder with a goose egg, but haven't seen Jalen Tyson, haven't seen Keon Ellis today. For the Detroit Pistons, guys, the Detroit Pistons starters, not nearly as good. Only one player in double digits. Wild guess, who do you think that is? Jalen Duren, 6 points. Tobias Harris, 3 points. Oscar Thompson, 3 points. Duncan Robinson, 7. And Cade Cunningham with 6. You've got Isaiah Stewart, 0 points. Ron Holland hasn't hit the floor. Javonte Green hasn't hit the floor. Karis LeVert has 7. Dennis Jenkins has 6. Paul Reed has 7. Actually, Paul Reed has 0. He's played 4 minutes. He wears number 7. Okay. So bad. Just flat out bad. Your only player with double-digit points is Cade Cunningham. And for the opposition, they've got 4 different players with double-digit points, including a bench player. But Allen, Mobley, Mitchell, and Merrill all have 11 or more. That's how the first half of this game has gone. That's just the numbers and the facts. We're about to start the second half here, guys. The Pistons are in some hot water today. Definitely in some hot water. We'll see if they can turn it up on their side and try to get back into it. Nice. Did we get there, Joseph? Did we actually get there? I think we might have. Just about. Sitting at 900 likes. I love it, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Let's do the second half of this one. Let's start the clock. Okay, so the Detroit Pistons with the basketball now. It's Detroit now heading towards the left side of your screen. A pass to the far wing. A pass to the near wing. Cade Cunningham, early triple, going to go up. That's no good. Rebound by Mobley. Mobley gets the defensive board. It's coming back now with Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell going to burn the defense right now. Pulls up and shoots here. That's good off the glass. It's 66-47. Cleveland trying to end this thing like San Antonio was able to do in Game 6. All right, Jenkins to Cunningham. Cunningham in the paint. Stolen, coming back. Cleveland, fast break. Donovan Mitchell going to get hacked right there, and he goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. Thompson going to be charged for a transition foul here. So back to the line go the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs were playing like there's Game 7 last time. The Pistons are playing like there's Games 8 today. Soccer is goated. Literally the most popular and most played sport in the world, bar none. Facts. Mitchell, shooting 2. First free throw for Donovan Mitchell. Good. Back to a 20-point lead. 21 skunk, and they're going to have to pass the sticks. Just kidding. What did someone say? I think they said 28 points was the biggest comeback in a game in the playoffs. Was it 28 or 31? I think that was like back in the 80s. Anyway, second free throw going to be good right now. No, it was actually in the 2000s. It was a Clippers game, someone said. Anyways, 68-47. I think this might be their biggest lead of the series right now. This is crazy. I could be wrong. Here's a pass to the three-point line. One more feed. And here's Thompson. Thompson going to go up and shoot. Thompson misses the initial shot, gets the putback, gets the tip in. Giggity, it's 68-49. Mobley now at the bottom of the screen. Mobley covered by Harris. Gives this one to Strus. Strus back to the left, out to the right. Strus inside. Ball going to come up in the air. The official blows the whistle, says that's a foul. And Dennis Jenkins will be charged with it. Anthony, cheers, man. Appreciate that, sir. Cheers. Bruh, my parlays ain't hitting, says Burning Tepig. There's the inbound pass. Cavaliers with it. Alley-oop. And not going to get the alley-oop, but Strus going to get the shot to go. It's 70-49. Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons have yet to crack 50 in this game. We're a minute and a half into the third quarter. Jalen Duren, a terrible pass, goes out of bounds. They are gifting this basketball to the Cavaliers, and that's exactly what they cannot do. Evan Mobley with the ball. Mobley drives. Pass. Allen in the paint. Going to get past Duren. Good footwork there. Nice finger roll. And that's going to be 72-49. 10 minutes and 12 seconds left to go. Another timeout going to be called by the Detroit Pistons, man. And unfortunately, this is one big hill that Detroit will need to climb in order to win this game. What has happened to the Pistons, man? Well, bro, let's objectively, right? Objectively. Let's take a quick look at the numbers because I just want it to be crystal clear. Offensively, this team was never the powerhouse team in the NBA. The numbers don't lie. The Cavaliers' offense was better throughout the regular season than the Detroit Pistons' offense was. Defensively, no denying that the Detroit Pistons' defense has been better as well. But look at the point differential here. Cleveland Cavaliers putting up 119.5, 117.8 for the Detroit Pistons. Defensively, it goes to, 4 points of differential here. And this one should have been a 12-point differential. So defensively, the Detroit Pistons, on paper, should be the team that wins this game. I always make my picks based off of numbers. None of that matters today. I, again, at the start of this game was on the fence, didn't want to make my official pick. But I thought the Pistons were going to win this game based off of just the numbers. But I also always say these games are not played on spreadsheets. These games are played on the court. And that's just brutal, man. That's just a brutal way to lose. Another blowout, says Lico. I love and hate money, says DD Slim. Did you ever watch the movie Idiocracy? Where Dax is, I like money. Well, in the first 6 games, the Pistons were better, but they saved James Harden. In the first 6 games, I don't think the Pistons were better. I think in the first 6 games of this series, it seemed where's my schedule, series schedule? So this is the old one. I actually should have grabbed the new one. Didn't include Game 6, but this is the series schedule in case your memory got hazy on you. You can't tell me that the Pistons were better than the Cavaliers in Game 4 when they put up 103 and the Cavs scored 112. Granted, Games 3 and 5 were way close, guys. We should not have pushed it to overtime. The Detroit Pistons should have won Game 5 at home, and then they did win Game 6 on the road. But, I mean, coming into this one, back at home court advantage, I thought Detroit was going to get it, man. I thought Detroit was going to get it, but they won Game 1, they won Game 2, they won both of them by 10. They lose by 7 in Game 3. They lose by 9 in Game 4. They lose again in Game 5, 117 to 113. They got the win in Game 6. Here we are in Game 7, and they are just getting whooped right now. Hoping they can come back and keep this game interesting because that's going to affect our numbers too. But, again, all I can do is call it like I see it. Okay, back to the floor. Let's start the clock. Detroit Pistons still under 50 points. Tobias Harris at the near wing. The score is 72 to 49. Jalen Duren now has it. Duren going to post up right here. Tries to muscle into the paint. Clears to the three-point line. Dennis Jenkins will shoot at the free throw line. That's good for Dennis Jenkins. It's 72 to 51. 72 to 51, the Cleveland Cavaliers. On the run, it's James Harden. James Harden going to go to the baseline and turns back around to the corner. Far side of the floor right now, James Harden is covered by Jalen Duren. He tries the drive, feeds inside. It's stolen by Harris. Detroit Pistons, 2 against 1. Fast break all the way. That's going to be a foul. Tobias Harris going to be charged with the foul, or picks up the foul. Max Strus sprints back to the sideline to say, challenge it, challenge it, challenge it. Cleveland Cavaliers are up by 21 right now. They could definitely challenge this. Ooh, that's all ball, ref. That's definitely worth a challenge. That's definitely worth a challenge. Donovan Mitchell is being charged with a shooting foul, but that was a clean, squeaky clean block. They should challenge this. They may not. They're not. They're not going to challenge it. It was a clear block, no challenge. First free throw for Tobias Harris is good. makes this one a 20-point game. It's 72-52. All right. Next free throw coming up. OKC, San Antonio tomorrow. Tobias Harris knocks them both down. Tobias Harris now up to, 5 points after that? Let's start the clock. It's now Cleveland Cavaliers ball. Cavaliers with it. It's Evan Mobley at the three-point line. Looks to the right, gives to Harden. Harden, wraparound pass, almost stripped away. Instead, he gets lucky, and it stays down here with Cleveland. 9 minutes and 11 seconds left to play in quarter number 3. James Harden in this game has scored 6 points. We're about to get an inbound pass. In case you're curious, these are all your players on the court right now. Inbound pass to Jarrett Allen. On the floor for the Cavaliers, it's Allen, Mitchell, Mobley, Harden, and Strus. Here's James Harden. Step back triple. Harden, doink, back of the rim. And it's a defensive board for Tobias Harris. Down by 19, the Detroit Pistons see a glimmer of hope here. Can they capitalize? Tobias Harris at the far wing. Looks to the left, gives to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham picked up by Mobley. Jenkins sets a screen. Cunningham continues to work to the left. Lets it fly. It's no good. And a whistle here over the back foul against Detroit. Cavs ball. Cade Cunningham. I understand that he is the best player on this team, but he is 0 for 3 from downtown in this game. 0 for 4 after missing that shot. He's now 5 of 12 today. That's not going to do it. Here's a pass to the three-point line. Fly-by, bounce pass, out to the corner. Mobley fakes the three, goes up, gonna get clearly fouled again. And now the Detroit Pistons are playing hockey. The score is 72-53. Cleveland up by 19. They go to the line. It's Evan Mobley, who was fouled on that play by Jalen Duren. Duren going to be charged with it. Mobley and the Cavaliers in the bonus go to the line. B. Johnson says now boarding Cancun. Free throw is good. Free throw is good. So 73-53, back to a 20-point game. Anthony says that the Pistons are tired. This is the 14th game they've played in the playoffs. Anthony, the Cavaliers have also played 14 games in this playoff, so that's not an excuse. Both teams have played 14 games. Second free throw, good for Evan Mobley. It simply came down to who wanted this win more here today. And right now it looks like Cleveland wants it more. Ball in the hands of Jenkins. Jenkins to the left. Jenkins to the right. Jenkins at the three-point line, gets past Strus, kicks to the corner. Thompson wide open, shoots again. That's an air ball for Thompson. Yikes. Air ball for Thompson, that's what we expect when he shoots the triples. Here's the move, and looks like Donovan Mitchell circles back. Mobley pump fakes the three-point, gives this to Mitchell at the near corner. Mitchell for three, rattles the rim, no good. Rebound, Tobias Harris. Here come the Detroit Pistons. Tobias Harris at the three-point line. Harris in the paint, just inside the elbow, gives to Beef Stew. Stewart hands this over to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham, last-second pass. A whistle comes in, 7:36 left to go. DJ Jean says, air ball. Pistons need a scoring streak fast. You're crazy if you think that New York is beating Cleveland. Lil Marv, you're crazy to think otherwise. Have you seen the point differential this postseason for New York? Let me actually get that information for you. I'm actually going to get that information right now. So this postseason, guys, the New York Knicks crushing teams by more than like 20 points per game. Cavaliers, very, very different when it comes to the actual comparison of the point differential. The Detroit Pistons with the basketball going to come away empty-handed again. Someone said, imagine being a Pistons fan. I'm just glad I'm a Spurs fan. I don't want to bash the Pistons fans right now. They're having a tough enough time. Here's a bad pass. This time it's going to be a turnover. It's Detroit ball. 7:14 left to go. 7:14 left to go. Here comes another super. Thank you, Saul. Thanks, brother. I'm still working on it. Here's Beef Stew at the rim. Goes up. Gets the bucket and the foul. This does make it back to a 19-point game with 7:05 here left to go. Detroit Pistons bench players starting to get a little bit of heat. We're back to the line. This could make it an 18-point game if Isaiah Stewart can knock down this shot. Do you guys think Pistons fans have it rough, says Blake? Oh, that's not fair, Blake. You're an Orlando fan. Thanks for checking into the chat today, bro. 74-56. Cleveland up by 18. They also have the ball. They're in the bonus. It's James Harden at the Pistons logo. Harden approaches the three-point line. Duncan Robinson between him and the hoop. Pass, Strus for three. Strus doinks it off the rim. Offensive board. Mobley pushed out of bounds. The clock, or the officials say, down here. Now Duncan Robinson going to be charged for a over-the-back foul. We go back to the free throw line. 2 shots. It was not a shooting foul, but the Cavaliers are in the bonus, guys. And 464, thank you for that super. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the feedback. Okay, 6 minutes and 44 seconds left to go. The first free throw for James Harden off the back of the rim. Had my screen do something, and then I did something else, and now it's still messed up. Second free throw is going to go here for James Harden. The score is 75-56. Looks like an over-the-back foul again here on this second. Oh, gosh. Back-to-back fouls right now? Are you kidding me? So Isaiah Stewart shoves Jarrett Allen down to the ground, and now Jarrett Allen is at the free throw line shooting too. The fouls are really starting to stack up now, guys. 22 fouls in this game for the Pistons. 12 fouls blown here for the Cavaliers. That shot's also not going to go here. And another trip to the free throw line for the Cleveland Cavaliers. An offensive rebound, another foul. Hey, little man, you going to go to bed? Okay. Well, we're here. We got free throws. You want to say goodnight to the people, buddy? Yeah? Say goodnight, Pistons. We'll see y'all next year. Bye-bye, Pistons. He is cute. First free throw, going to be good for Jarrett Allen. It's a 20-point game right now. Cavaliers now up 76-56. All right. Love you, buddy. Okay, Mommy's going to put you to bed. Good luck. Love you, too. Got him? Okay. All right, cutie. We'll see you later, buddy. 76-56 after those free throws. 3 chances, guys, at the free throw line. It's kind of crazy. 3-point shot flies for Karis LeVert. They knock it down. After all of that nonsense, it's a 17-point game. Here are the Cavaliers to the right-hand side, driving and jamming. It's Jarrett Allen, 78-59. Detroit with the ball once again. Detroit bringing it back. It's Dennis Jenkins. Jenkins to Cade. Cade. Bad pass stolen by Strus. Terrible pass stolen by Strus. Coming back again. The Cavaliers feed inside. Jarrett Allen under the rim. Another foul. Another trip to the line. 2 more shots coming in for Cleveland. And the bell is going to toll, man. The bell is going to toll here. Well, I feel the temperature and the emotions getting out of control for the Detroit Pistons fans in the chat right now. Condolences to you guys. The San Antonio Spurs have not even been to a postseason since 2019, so I know what it's like to have dark days for your team. Today is a very dark day for the Detroit Pistons. Game's not over. but it's a 19-point game, and historically, those are big, big deficits at this time in the game. Knicks fan here. You do a fantastic job. Adorable son. Good luck on your Spurs. Peter, thank you, sir. Appreciate you, Mr. Peter Friend. Thank you. Where is Cade Cunningham, says David Neville. Good question, David. Detroit, count your blessings. At least you're not Atlanta. That's fair. At least you're not Atlanta. But Atlanta does have a top 10 pick this year, so they can at least get excited about that. There was something I'm trying to do. Let's see. I got 5 more. Why not? Let's gift out some channel memberships. If you guys want to start using your emojis, these 5 people who were randomly selected can now use Football Nation's emojis. All right, guys, here's the schedule moving forward for those of y'all who are still watching with us right now. If I can find it. Here's the schedule moving forward. Thank you again, Peter, for this super chat. Fourth quarter comeback, maybe. Tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, OKC hosting the San Antonio Spurs. Super chat just popped in right now. Thank you, Rylan. So, that's tomorrow. Depending on who wins, it feels like the Cavaliers. So, Knicks should actually get home court for the game on Tuesday if the Cavaliers do hold on to this lead right now. If the Pistons win, it'll be home court for the Detroit Pistons. So, as it sits right now, basketball for the Knicks will be on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Basketball for San Antonio, OKC, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Pretty clean schedule. Probably not going to have any days off until one of these teams get eliminated. Totally cool with that. That being said, guys, the World Cup is around the corner. We will be covering 3 games this World Cup. And if you guys want to sign up for those picks, to do your pick'ems, guys, there's the link in the chat. There's a link in the description as well. But USA versus Paraguay, USA versus Australia, and Turkey versus USA. Fun fact about this date right here, June 19th, guys. If the finals, NBA finals, go to Game 7, June 19th at 7:30 p.m., Game 7 of the NBA finals, if needed, we would have a doubleheader. Now, we are doing pick'ems for the World Cup for the group stages. All you got to do is predict the 2 teams that are going to advance out of every group. And if you do that, you could win $100. There are rules in the description of the link, so go ahead and click the link. Check it out. It's free to play. It's $100 of my own money for anyone who wants a chance to win. USA, Canada, and Mexico, guys, that's who I'll be paying out. So, you know, make sure you have a Venmo or a Cash App if you want to get paid out on that. All right, guys, we are at the free throw line. 2 free throws coming up for Jarrett Allen here after the fouls. Free throw 1 is good. Back to a 20-point lead, 79-58. Mike, I got you, brother. That's what we're here for. This game could still be a horse fight. How crazy would it be if the Pistons somehow came back? Let's start the clock. 20-point game. There are 18 minutes of regulation basketball left for the Detroit Pistons to figure it out. 20 points, 18 minutes. Can they get it done? Duncan Robinson, sidestep triple. Good! That's how you start it. Looks like it's 79-62. Cavaliers bringing it back. It's James Harden. Harden at the Pistons logo. Sasser in front of him. There's the pass to Jarrett Allen, who's at the top of the key to the rim. Oh, my goodness. Jarrett Allen with a one-handed slam right there. Coming back, it's Detroit. A tomahawk jam for Jarrett Allen. Cade Cunningham to the left. Cunningham spins, shoots off the back of the rim. Offensive board, Paul Reed going to try to go up, finds an angle, very narrow angle, gets the shot. It's 81-64. Back to a 15. My math is a little off right now. 17-point game. Right? Can I math? Right now, pushed back to a corner, out to the wedge, feeds this inside, underneath, looks like Wade is in the paint, wide open, Harden for 3, no, doinks it, and it's going to be a rebound, Merrill, foul coming in, it's a foul on Sasser. Sasser hits Merrill in the mouth again. He was the one counting his teeth earlier. Poor Sam Merrill. I hope he's wearing his mouth guard today because he's been getting beat up, bro. Poor Sam Merrill. Okay, well, it is going to stay here with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Looks like at the free throw line, Sam Merrill going to shoot 2 shots in the bonus. First free throw looks like Sam Merrill will knock it down. It's 82-64. 82-64. Second free throw, also good. It's now 83-64. Detroit Pistons down by 19. Caris LeVert with the ball in his hands goes to the far wing here using a couple of screens. Paul Reed gets the feed. Reed is in the paint. He'll turn around and shoot off the back of the rim. It's good, though. It takes a friendly shooter's roll. Looks like Cavs coach yelling at the crowd, "Are you not entertained?" Did he really? Did Atkinson actually do that? He's been fired up, man. A lot more animated today than I've seen him all postseason. Donovan Mitchell driving to the rim will score. It's now 85-66. 19-point deficit for Detroit. Cade Cunningham approaches the three-point line. Cunningham to Reed, fakes the triple. Evan Mobley in front of him. Reed backs it up, gives to Duncan Robinson. Robinson, good from deep. 85-69. Giggity, giggity, giggity go. So Cleveland slowly losing this lead. It's a 16-point lead now for the Cleveland Cavaliers. There's the pass to Wade, back to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell pushed to the perimeter. Donovan Mitchell gives to Merrill. Merrill flyby, sidestep, triple. Merrill gets it to go. 3:31 here left to play in quarter number 3. Answering back with the 3 of his own. Here's Caris LeVert again. Doinks it off the rim. It's an offensive board. Looking for a foul. Not going to get it. Fast break coming back. Donovan Mitchell on the run. Shoots. Scores. Easy bucket there. So 90-69. The giggity doesn't feel very giggity goo anymore. Here we go. 3-point line. LeVert inside to Duncan Robinson. Blocked from behind by Sam Merrill. And another chance for the Cavaliers to continue to create some distance here. 21-point lead for the Cavaliers. Under 10 to shoot here as he drives, shoots, and scores. Donovan Mitchell makes it look easy. Cade Cunningham trying to come back now. Cade at the perimeter. Cade now back to Sasser for 3. That's going to be no good. Sasser can't get it. Paul Reed can't clean it up. It's coming back with Cleveland. Too many missed shots. A shot at the rim here. A foul. Cade Cunningham will commit it. Donovan Mitchell back to the line for 2 more. Guys, this is bad. I don't really quite know how to explain this, but I'll do my best. The Cleveland Cavaliers have made 31 of 57 shots. The Detroit Pistons have made 24 of 60. Now, the Cavaliers have knocked down 9 3-point shots. Interestingly enough, so have the Detroit Pistons. Both teams not shooting very well from downtown, but the Cleveland Cavaliers continue to earn trips to the free throw line. A lot, guys. More than double fouls right now. 26 fouls against the Detroit Pistons, just 12 against Cleveland. You heard that right. And Cleveland has had 34 free throws, Detroit with just 14. Donovan Mitchell's second free throw is good. 35 free throws now. Detroit Pistons try to fast break quickly here, and it's going to be stolen back by Cleveland. Cavaliers with the ball. Dennis Schroeder now. Going to step back. Schroeder to the left. It's in the hands of Mitchell. 2 minutes left to play here in quarter number 3. It's Strus. Strus back to Mitchell. Little hot potato here. Under 10 to shoot. Step back triple for Mitchell. Good. Nothing but net. And now it's a 27-point whooping. We're going to see the crowd start to file out here at the start of quarter number 4. Fakes the bounce pass. Looks to the left. Gives this to Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris jab step. Tobias Harris to the paint. He'll pop, fakes the shot, out to the three-point line. It's up, it's good. So a three-point shot goes for Detroit. Not much to get excited about. That was Marcus Sasser. Here's Schroeder under the rim. Schroeder tiptoes the baseline. It goes out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be a turnover. It's Pistons ball. Bro, 14 free throws for Detroit. 35 for the Cavaliers. The Cavs have made more free throws than the Detroit Pistons have even attempted. The Cavs have made 22 free throws. The Pistons have only attempted 14. Going up, there's a whistle that comes in. 1:11 here left to go. See Wade saying challenge, challenge, challenge. Wade believes it was a clean swat. Jalen Duren, can you steal for me, please, says Burning Tepig. You know the Pistons most again, says Blake. I think you meant to say lost, but yeah, I feel where I'm picking up what you're putting down, Blake. I'm smelling what you're stepping in, bro. Free throws. Both teams now in the bonus. First free throw, no good for Karis LeVert. So finally, getting a trip to the free throw line, can't convert. That's not a good sign. Ooh, almost dropped that on my keyboard. Dropped some of it on my keyboard. Hang on. Okay. Second free throw is good, guys. The score is 73 for the Detroit Pistons. 96 here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. To the right-hand side, Donovan Mitchell sees a lane. He's going to spin in the paint, goes up and shoots. Going to miss, corral his own missed shot, gets the putback to go up, and gets the bucket. It's now 98-73. Cleveland Cavaliers up by 25. My TV screen is extremely grainy. These moments tend to happen here with Amazon. Here's a shot from the open space in the paint. Whistle going to come in. 38.6 left to go. And it looks like it's going to be a foul here in the bonus. We're going to get a trip to the line. At least it should be. Thompson goes to the line to shoot too. So interestingly enough, guys, Donovan Mitchell has 5 fouls on the day. So if they can keep Mitchell off the floor, they might have an actual chance. Free throws no good. That's an interesting fact here. Donovan Mitchell has 5 fouls, guys. Been doing not a great job of keeping track of fouls. That's admittedly my fault. But if he gets one more foul, he'll be out of this game. Second free throw for Thompson, also going to be no good. Bro, you finally get to the line and you can't sink your shots. Here's a pass to the right. It's with James Harden. Harden inside to Mobley. It's going to go through. It's a jam at the rim. Mobley with a dunk. 23.9 here left to go. Detroit Pistons basketball down by, oh, it says 99 on my screen there. It's 99-73. Here we are. It's Sasser. Sasser to the right side. He steps back. Sasser attacks again. Sasser tries the footwork, goes and turns. He shoots and misses off the left side of the rim. Wade gets the rebound. Final shot here. No. And that is the end of the third. So, looks bleak for the Detroit Pistons fans. Down by 26. What are the chances right now? Well, according to ESPN, slim to none. ESPN has the Cleveland Cavaliers winning this game. 99.9% probability of a win right now. I will say, we've still got 6,000 people watching this live stream. So thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, guys, we are in the middle of a commercial break. It is the end of the third quarter. And I just got to know, is this your first time watching? Where are the newbies? If you are new, drop 5 emojis. Guys, if this is your first time watching, or second, Top 3 times. Drop 5 emojis. I'm going to do a quick shout-out in the chat, guys. Quick shout-out in the chat. Looks like XNet says second stream. Looks like QOT Official says, I'm a newbie. What up, QOT? How you doing, sir? Looks like Wienery says Dallas. No second time watching says Triple Wolf. What's going on, man? Welcome in. He says, no, second time watching. Appreciate you, man. Triple, thank you for checking in. Foul calls control the league, says Kim. Mr. Garnew says, hello, I'm new. Can you answer my question? I don't see your question, Mr. Garnew. I'm sorry. In case you didn't notice, we have 6,000 people leaving comments right now. Some of these slip right past. Let's see. We got AJ Dacking saying in the chat. We got XNet Koru saying hello. Arminix saying what's up. Looks like something in the water, says Jay. Building connections worldwide. He says, peace up. What up, man? How are you? I've seen this name before, I'm pretty sure. AIM Marca? We'll work on that name. Thank you for checking in. We got Mr. Hurt the Bag. What up, Mr. Hurt the Bag? Been here since game 6 versus the Raptors. Cool. My Wolves got robbed, says Glass Joe. Robbed by the Spurs. Let's see. Popular Loner says 100. What up, man? Welcome in, first timer in the chat. Fist bumps to you, bro. Fist bumps to that. Do I have to do push-ups if the Cavaliers lose? Well, only if you feel like only if you feel like you haven't been punished enough. Shout out to C Scorp. How you doing, sir? Shout out to Sherwin, the newbies. Triple saying second time. Connor says hello. Fizzly says hello. What up, Fizz? How are you, sir? Lucid Themes in the chat. Lucid Themes, I like it. Princess May says hello. First timer in the chat. Love it, guys. Love all the newbies. Rogel saying shout me out. What's up, brother? Connor says indeed. Sherwin says hello. Romnick says what's up. RT Brian, hello, sir. King Mario in the chat. Nuss says what's up. The Transporter. Toxic Plague. Toxic Plague Rat. What a name, brother. What a name. Terra World saying new here from Manila. We got Barry saying hi for the first time. We got Davey saying hi. All right, guys. Well, unfortunately, I'm not going to get a chance to say hello to everyone. But looks like a technical foul. Oscar Thompson was saying something to the officials. Oscar Thompson got teed up right now. So free throw comes in for the Cavaliers. It's now a 73-100 deficit for the Detroit Pistons. And the Cleveland Cavaliers have the ball again. It's Schroeder at the three-point line. Schroeder looks to the left, gives to Merrill, back to Schroeder. Schroeder drives with the head down, shoots, quick release at the top of that drive, and gets the shot to go. So inbound pass, it's now with the Detroit Pistons. Jenkins, covered by Schroeder, gives this to Duncan Robinson. Robinson with the ball above his head. Whistle comes in. It's a foul against Cleveland. Appreciate you, newbies. Raymond, hello. Some people suffer from main character syndrome, says DJ Cheen. Mike says Tommy. That's AI. That ain't going to happen, he says. Get Cade out. He's lazy. Cade is currently on the floor right now for Detroit. Pistons with 10 to shoot. It's Duncan Robinson. Robinson stolen. Here comes Merrill. Merrill, fast break. Merrill gets the flyby. There's the shot. Merrill gets it to go. It's 104-73. We now have a 31-point lead in the quarter. That's going to decide this whole game here. Don't see light at the end of this tunnel. Another stolen pass by the Cavaliers. There's going to be a potential whistle. Looks like no foul here. James Harden wanted a call. Ball goes out of bounds. It stays with the Cavs. Yikes, man. Yikes. Pump cam, says Dwayne. You guys. Oh, man. Here's a pump fake at the three-point line. Mobley drives, shoots, and is fouled right now by Tobias Harris. More trips to the line for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've already had 36 free throws. Here comes 37 and 38. Wow. The Pistons starters have been more than doubled up by the Cavaliers starters today. They were just showing that stat. First free throw for Mobley. Good. 105-73. No, Demir Bailey, I did not see this coming at all. Mobley again at the line for the second. As if it wasn't already bad enough, that free throw here makes it a 10-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Detroit with the ball. To the right-hand side, Cade Cunningham still closely guarded. Back to the three-point line. This shot, Duncan Robinson, no good. It looks like an offensive board, but my TV screen just totally froze. They call it a foul on Dean Wade. Looks like we're going to the line. Jalen Duren going to shoot 2 shots. 10:37 on the clock. Cavs are in control for sure. How many of y'all could actually score more points than them? Detroit still sitting on 73 with 10 minutes to go. And down a birdie, says Kevin. Oh, they're not calling that a shooting foul, by the way. So Duren was fouled, just not on the shot. Duren will then take the shot and miss in open space. And Evan Mobley comes back with the ball. Evan Mobley now at the near wing. Gives this one backwards. The ball is currently in the hands of Schroeder. Schroeder, swing pass, inside lead pass. Mobley now going to back up. Shot clock down to 5. Mobley tries to thread the needle here. Poked away by Cade Cunningham. Basketball hits the sideline here. Last touch by the Cavaliers. Pistons ball. So my scoreboard says 106-73, guys. 106-73. 33-point deficit for the Detroit Pistons here at home. Pistons had the home court advantage. It did not matter. Pull-up jump shot inside the elbow. Good for Dennis Jenkins. It's a 31-point lead now for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's James Harden. Harden going to work his way outside of the logo here. I saw a super chat come in. Harden lines up the tray. Nice. He changes his mind, passes it, and gets it right back. Looks like James Harden gets another shot to go. Harden is now up to, what, just 7 points? Didn't really need him today. Here's an alley-oop there, and it looked like a rim check. Is this an offensive foul? I think the Pistons may have just committed an offensive foul. And there are Pistons fans getting up and clearing out right now. Cavs fans on their feet, feeling extra brave here. They're calling it a goaltend, offensive goaltend on Jalen Duren. So offensive interference there at the rim. Timeout called by Cleveland. They might be unloading the bench. Hang out with us for 15 minutes and do a nightcap. I can do that, got him, coach. It's going to be an early night, especially at this point. I figured we would be streaming today until 10 p.m., so I can hang out for a little bit. I don't think this game is going to go another 45 minutes. This game should be over 20 minutes, just depending on how the whistles come in. By the way, it looks like the Cavs do have 3 timeouts. The Pistons also have 3 timeouts. Jay says they're going to go cry in their car right now. Maybe. But we are towards the tail end of this game, guys, so during this quick commercial break, we're going to run our ad one more time here from our sponsors. That'll be the last time I show it today. I'm not going to show it at the end of the game. So while we've got you guys still in the chat, I'll be right back. Hang tight.
Bro, I just whiffed so bad on my parlay again.
Bro, what? How much is that now?
I don't know, like $500?
Dude, are you serious? Are you still gonna be able to pay the rent?
I mean, I guess. I just have to win my money back.
Yeah, but you're like super stressed out and now you're trying to get right back to where you started.
Yeah, and?
Bro, you gamble $100 every single week. That's $5,200 a year.
What?
If you took that money and invested it every single month over 30 years because of compound interest, you'd have like $2 million, bro.
Bro, that's That's not true, dude. That's cap, bro. That's cap.
Dude,
I'm serious, bro. I'm dead serious.
Okay, $2 million, dude. Yeah, okay, bro.
No, I'm telling you, bro. Look, check it out. Look, check it out.
I started using Acorns and it just does all of the investing for me automatically. You can do like $5 a day or $10 a day or whatever you're willing to put in. In your case, I guess $100 a week.
Okay, but why would I do that when I could just hit this 10-leg parlay and just win $10,000 right now?
Dude, you're not hitting a 10-leg parlay.
All right, fine. I'll download the app. But when I hit this 10-leg parlay, bro, I'm deleting it
Bro,
immediately.
you're not hitting a 10-leg parlay.
I'm hitting
You're
this
not
10-leg.
hitting.
I'm
You're
hitting
not
this
hitting a
10-leg
10-leg parlay. That's just not happening.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hit this 10-leg parlay.
You're an idiot.
So I know I've watched that ad like 30 times here, but real quick, has anyone in the chat actually won a 10-leg parlay? I actually do know a guy who bet like $200 and made a fat chunk of cash. He said he made $7,500 off of that, but I don't know how true that is. 10-leg is crazy, says I burn. 10-leg is crazy work. 7-leg has hit. 7-leg has hit for you. Okay. What's the biggest payout anybody in this chat has ever won? Honest to God. Mine was on DraftKings. I went double tight ends for my team captains. I think I played like 50 cents and won like $150 off of that. But that's probably like the biggest that I won. 2 mil? Okay, bro, says T Saturday. Facts, though. 4-block parlay, 500. Okay, not half bad. Walden, I see you, bro, with a big bag. 2.6K says Burning Tepic Tube. Falcons grad, 302. 4 racks, says Sherwin. Nice. Nice. Cool. Well, again, guys, I hope that all of you guys making your plays are actually, being responsible and winning those parlays. Here's another ridiculously unnecessary foul. Evan Mobley will go to the line for 2 shots. Hit a 16 for 8,500. Bro, that's crazy. 12 on a, okay, not half bad. Still, though, a rack is too much for me to bet. But you know what they say, man? It's terrible advice, but they say scared money don't make money. You have to have the right context for that to work. Anyways, first free throw for Mobley is no good. $80 cards, yeah. Yeah, $80 on a 25-cent FanDuel pick, says Public, not half bad. Mobley, second free throw, also no good. I bet today was brutal for parlays. And I don't know what's going on right now with Amazon Prime, but we find ourselves down on this end. This shot goes up. I think that was a miss. Super grainy on my TV screen right now. Terrible service connection. 3-point shot goes up for James Harden. Maybe that's James Harden. Cade Cunningham, again, maybe has the ball. Cunningham, top of the screen, shoots the triple. Cunningham can't get it to go. It's going to be a defensive rebound for the Cavaliers. Dennis Schroeder with it again. Top of the screen. Schroeder to the right. Finally, the screen has cleared up. Schroeder passes this out to the 3-point line. James Harden looks left, gives to Strus. One more to Mobley. Mobley steps back. Mobley attacks Jalen Duren between him and the rim. I've got a freeze frame right now. 8:27. I don't know what the heck happened, but apparently 2 points on the board. Is anybody else watching this game right now having the same stream issues with Amazon Prime? Because this is trash. This is almost as terrible as last night's Netflix fight, which all of the fights were terrible yesterday. What was that about? Robert, you're having the same issue? Okay, at least I'm not alone. There's more lag. Inbound pass looks like it's going to Dennis Jenkins. Jenkins gives to Robinson, Duncan Robinson. More loading right now. And it's stolen. Coming back with the Cavaliers. Looks like Donovan Mitchell going to shoot in fast break. Not going to get it to go. Cade Cunningham brings it back. Cunningham at the straightaway. Bounce pass to Jenkins. Jenkins to the rim. Jenkins going to shoot, overshoot. Whistle comes in. 7:49 left to go. To the line we go. 35-point game. BS Move says those fights weren't terrible. Bro, those fights were so bad. Are you kidding me? Those fights, why are you bringing back Junior Dos Santos? Junior Dos Santos is dust. You bring in Nate Diaz. Look, I was a huge Nate Diaz fan, bro. But the guy is already drooling all over himself. You put him in the ring to get he got absolutely whooped. Looked like he was in terrible shape. Didn't know what day of the week it was. Nate Diaz gets his head split open in the first round of that fight. It was just bad. Ronda Rousey finishes the fight in 17 seconds. So the main event, like 4 of the first 5 fights were decided in the first round. There was nothing to watch. It was terrible. It was terrible. Okay, we're at the line. Again, by the way. This time it's the Detroit Pistons. Hey, Victoria. I did not even know. Okay, she says, I'm tardy to the Cavs party. How you doing? You were probably out watching the game somewhere, weren't you? First free throw for Jalen Duren. No good. Hi, Victoria. How are you? Welcome to the chat today. Better late than never. Great to have you here. Jalen Duren, second free throw. Screen glitch. Looks like the score did change, so I'm guessing it's 110-77 now. An abysmal showing for the Detroit Pistons. An abysmal showing here for Amazon Prime with their stuff. Batty says, what fights? So Netflix had 2 fights, or they had 1 fight being promoted. 3-point shot goes up. That's no good. We'll wait until the next commercial break to talk about it. But we can talk about those fights in a sec. Okay, pass to the 3-point line. This one goes up. That shot is going to drop here for the for the Detroit Pistons. 30-point blowout now. Cleveland back on offense. Moving the ball around. Looks like Schroeder goes to the right. Schroeder now into the paint. Loses the ball. It's going to go out of bounds. And the officials going to send it back the other way. 110-80. Atkinson is going to challenge. So commercial break. Challenge coming in. We go to a commercial break. Somebody talking about the fights from yesterday. Technically, I brought it up. But let's see. Hi, I'm new here. Do you do football games? I do. This channel is called Football Nation, so we really focus on that mostly. He really is okay. I don't know if he has the highest points right now. 14 for this game, but he's making bad passes. Yeah, we'll talk about that at the end here, Brittany. We'll go down through the whole list. Frank says first time. What up, Frank? Welcome. Okay. So, Netflix fight yesterday. 5 fights. All of them, really, except for the Ngannou fight, I guess, were all pretty much terrible. First 2 fights decided in the first 3 minutes of the fight. One was Dos Santos getting knocked out. Ugly knockout for Dos Santos. We saw a fight get TKO'd, I believe. I think I missed the Ngannou fight, but I checked back in for the Nate Diaz fight, and Nate Diaz got his head split wide open. They had to call the fight at the end of round 1 for the cut on his head. And then the final fight, the main card fight, they were gassing this up here, man. I was excited to watch Ronda Rousey go back out there and put on a show. She goes in, puts homegirl in an armbar in 17 seconds. The fight's over. We spent 3 hours watching Netflix for a grand total of like 8 minutes worth of fight time. I thought it was awful. Young Mitchell can contain Brunson. New York, let's get it. 207. Anyways, football, says Jaeger Balch. Let's talk about it. Football is around the corner, Jaeger. Football is around the corner. Cool. First week, game 1, Wednesday, September 9th. That is going to be, yeah, you heard that right. That is not a typo. Week 1 for the NFL season is Wednesday. Seattle Seahawks will be playing Wednesday, September 9th. Then Thursday night football is going to take place in Melbourne, Australia. If you're confused, welcome to the party. Going to try to at least all of us be confused together with the same information. No international game in week 2, but we will have week 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, and 11 with at least one international game. A few of these will be early, i.e. 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, although it should only be 6 of those games this season, including games in Paris, Madrid, Munich, and Mexico City this year. Love seeing the international games. For those of you guys who missed last season's or our last nightcap, we talked about the coaching changes around the NFL. Robert Saleh, now the head coach of the Tennessee Titans. John Harbaugh, now the head coach of the New York Giants. Kevin Stefanski, now the head coach of the Falcons. Clint Kubiak, ? We still didn't actually quite look that up. Mike McCarthy, head coach of the Steelers now, and a few others, but we'll talk about that at the end of this game. This game is almost over, guys. We've got 7 minutes left to play. And looks like, unlike the Minnesota Timberwolves, there is nobody going to the opposite bench dapping up players just yet. Ball currently in the hands of James Harden. Harden backwards, three-point shot. It's up, no good. Poked up in the air, offensive board. Schroeder gets an offensive rebound. Here's Donovan Mitchell, short offensive rebound again. Miss offensive rebound again. Whistle coming in, and Mobley goes to the line. It's been like that all game, guys. Detroit just didn't have an answer today. On to the next, on to the next one. Courtney. Yes. Good to have you here, Courtney. Good to have the team with us right now. Cade rules no matter what, Brittany says Mike. First free throw for Evan Mobley, no good. Raven crazy, says Jose. You don't really need any depth when you have De'Aaron Fox, LeBron, and Wemby. I don't want LeBron. I don't need LeBron James. He's too expensive. He's too expensive. Okay, score is 111-80. Both teams are now officially in the bonus. Ball currently in the hands of Cade Cunningham, who feeds this inside. Looks like a shot is going to go up here for Marcus Sasser from 12 feet out. That's no good. It's a defensive board for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I can't tell if I'm even watching basketball anymore with the choppiness. Three-point shot for Max Strus is going to fall. 6 minutes left to play in this game. Pass to Jalen Duren. Duren, top of the key to Cade Cunningham for three. Cade doinks it again. Another missed shot. Coming back, top of the screen. Far side of the court, far corner. Strus lays this up. It's a shot from downtown. Going to take a bounce off the rim. That's no good. Trying to transition. That's a missed shot for, looks like, Jenkins now. And a foul down here. Strus has some words for Thompson. Emotions are rising. 5:51. This game is done. 34-point lead here for the Cavs at the end of this one. I think it's time to grab the chair. I've got too much energy for a blowout game. Should really chill out. 5:51 here left to go. 5:51 here left to go. You have Harden with 2+ threes. Y'all think it's going to hit? Oh, man, Shea. And to make matters worse, Prime will not stop glitching out. I'm wondering if their servers are crashing, but I don't think – I mean, the server delay has to be so minimal from Amazon to the platform. Maybe this is a sign that they should add some stream delay, because this is almost unwatchable. The officials taking a look right now. They're going to decide if they're going to be handing out these technicals, possible double technicals. This shindig is so bad, says Cog Tom. If Harden hits a three, I win 40 doll hairs, says Daniel. Cool. Bro, I know we're up. He says, bro, I know we're up 40, but Harden's stat line is concerning for Game 7. Cade Cunningham at the free throw line right now after a Max Strus technical. Good night, Drago. Good night. Hey, Drago, are you in here, Mr. Balboa? There he is. What's going on, Mr. Balboa? I didn't even realize you were in the chat, sir. Welcome back. So, Cade Cunningham got to shoot a technical. Coming back the other way, looks like Max Strus is going to shoot some shots. It's a mobile stream, says John Joe Jr. Feels that way. Trunk says it's a technical. Setting up some prayers right now, says Yeager. Good night, Pistons. See y'all in Cancun, says Blake. Bro, what did you do to your profile picture, Blake? No. Are you no longer? What happened there? Interesting. Both shots at the line were good, guys. Blake changing his profile picture here. We got Spurs and Spurs and OKC tomorrow. Spin move goes up, going to get blocked right now. Pistons, another empty possession. Coming back, that's going to be a shove from behind, and it looks like a trip to the free throw line. Potentially again. No, the officials didn't blow the whistle. It's literally impossible to tell with how glitchy and terrible this game is being broadcasted. Let's see if there's any talk about this online, because this is ridiculous. Okay. Amazon Prime NBA glitch? Broadcast glitch? Amazon Prime Video's most infamous recent NBA broadcast glitch was a hardware failure in the production truck. No, I'm talking about tonight, dude. This is terrible. This is an old one. This is terrible. Hey, GG. Thank you for that. This is the game to be glitchy. Fair, Mike. Fair. Amazon gave up on the stream already. They're shutting down the servers, says John Jor. Wow. They used to be the #1 team. Now they're playing the Jazz. Oof. Pistons going golfing, says Cliff. I super wish there was a second game, says East Bay Verge. I kind of wish there was a second game, too. Dude, even the commercials are glitching right now. I can't be the only one who's experiencing this. My internet connection is fine right now. They cut back to the game, that's why. New here? Thank you, Susan. Susan Decker, salute, thank you. Carrie says, I have secondhand embarrassment. They got Allen Iverson, says R. Benio. The whole entire team? Yeah. I might need to refresh my TV screen because this glitching is really bad right now, guys. They're back into this game and the clock is ticking, but I can't even see anything here. Shot goes up. It's off the rim, back into the hands of the Pistons. Pistons bringing it back right now. Looks like Dennis Jenkins to the three-point line. He'll feed this one under the rim. That's a shot that goes up and in for the Detroit Pistons. So the score is now 83-116. 83-116. I'm going to shrink myself down just a hair. By the way, that was Tolu Smith who made the shot. And I don't know if it's Tolu or Tolu, but stolen basketball coming back with the Detroit Pistons. 116-83. This fast break glitching out on me. Looks like Sasser's going to line up for a triple, though. Let's see if he knocks it down. Sasser passes. That shot goes up. That shot is in. And it is going to be a good shot for the Detroit Pistons, although it was not Sasser who had it to go. Schroeder to the top. Still on the floor right now. Looks like Donovan Mitchell not exiting here at this point. Donovan Mitchell and the Cavaliers want to hold this lead. Alley-oop to Evan Mobley. That was easy. 116 becomes 118-86. 4 minutes here left to go. And coming back, there's a whistle. We're going to stop the clock and refresh the screen because this is insufferable. Hang tight. Let's see if this works any better. Looks like Donovan Mitchell will finally go to the bench with 4 minutes here left to go. We are at the free throw line. It is the Detroit Pistons. It is now 87 to 118. Second free throw coming in right now. Looks like it's at the line here. Dennis Jenkins gets the second to go as well. We start the clock again. Under 4 minutes left to go. This seems way less glitchy, so that's good. Reed with the ball. Excuse me, that's not Reed. We've got a change of personnel here. We've got Bryant with the ball here. Guys, the bench players are out for Cleveland. This does go out of bounds with 3:43 left to go. I didn't think I would need this today, but we've got the cheat sheet here. Looks like the inbound pass, another foul, back to the line. Pistons going to go shoot 2 shots. Jenkins going to go shoot. All right. What a joke. I'm officially done with the NBA. I've been a fan for decades, but it's so rigged it's unreal, says Rob P. From the refs to the owners of the Cavs, the real question is what that week 1 NFL schedule, J-Dog Vids. Let's talk about it. We'll talk about it after this. We'll talk about it at the end of this game. Should be really good. Both free throws were good. Final moments of this game. We'll hang out for a little bit. Garbage hour, I saw in the chat right now. Handoff backwards, one more pass. It is garbage time here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Craig Porter Jr. directing traffic. Looks to Jalen Tyson. Tyson's now got it. Tyson to the straightaway. Pump fake. Sidestep, shoots the triple. Jalen Tyson can't get it to go. It's going to be a defensive rebound here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Looks like Ron Holland gets the pull down. Passes this back to the top of the key. Here's a pull-up three-point shot. That's going to fly. Looks like a missed shot there again for Detroit. Cavs with the ball. Seems like only Cavs fans left in this stadium with under 3 minutes to play. Pass to the three-point line. The shot is up. It's doinked off the back of the rim and brought down this time by Smith. So Smith gets the board for Detroit. 2:45 left to go. Jenkins attacks. Jenkins going to fall away while putting up that shot. Looks like the whistle does come in. Jenkins back to the line for 2 more. Anybody got a parlay with Jenkins on it? Will Cade get crushed? Right. Yep. Doink, says DJ Gene. DJ, I still haven't added you to the group chat, bro. I got to do that here, too. This is sad, and it's coming from a Jazz fan. Gene, why don't you do me a favor real quick, man? Will you message me again on Facebook, but not the Football Nation Facebook, my personal Facebook? If you could message me there, and I can add you into the fold during our end of game 15-minute nightcap. That way we can just fold you in today. All right, guys, bottom of the screen right now. Ball in the hands of Craig Porter. Craig Porter will attack, shoots off the rim, no good. Another pull down here from Smith. So at least he's getting something in the column. Pass to Jenkins. Jenkins will drive. Jenkins to the three-point line. Pump fake, sidestep, back to Jenkins. Straight away, Trey. Jenkins, no good. Jalen Tyson with the board. About 2 minutes here left to play, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Pistons. Pistons losing this game. They're down by 36 right now. It's a bad look for Detroit. Go Spurs, go, though, says B. Johnson. There's the inbound pass. Jalen Tyson swings this to the bottom of the screen. One more. That's a three-point shot that flies. No good here. Looks like Thomas Bryant won't get it. Defensive rebound for the Pistons. Pistons all but done here. Three-point shot not going to go. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavs. Stays Pistons basketball. 60 wins, says Blake. So much for those 60 wins, bro. Like taking the world by storm, says Salesh. Three-point line to the free throw line. That shot off the back of the rim. Offensive board. This time Jenkins will pass here to Smith. Smith to the rim. Smith will shoot and score. 1:38 left to play. Cleveland Cavaliers firmly in the driver's seat, up by 34 right now. Here's a pass to the far wing. Give and go right here. Hot potato, Jalen Tyson at the elbow. Gives this one to Bryant. Bryant, bad pass. That sails out of bounds. It's a turnover. Pistons ball. Okay. Man, that's rough. Tries a key pass that's stolen here. Cavaliers coming back after a steal. Pump fake at the line, feeds inside, hands off under the rim. Bryant not going to get the shot to go. Gets his own missed shot, gets another missed shot in his hands. Feeds this, now comes up with an assist as he dishes that to Craig Porter Jr. That's 2 more. It's good old-fashioned whooping. This will be the final 60 seconds of this game, ladies and gentlemen. The Detroit Pistons season will end here in Detroit. 3-point shot goes up. The Cleveland Cavaliers will not have home court advantage. Advantage will go to the New York Knicks. Here's a 3-point shot just for funsies. It's good! Insult to injury. 39-point game. And that was just mean. That was just unnecessary. Detroit with the ball. Step back, triple goes up. Jenkins, doink. No good. Fast break. Can you make it 41? I think they will, bro. 41-point lead now for the Cleveland Cavaliers to finish this game. Oh, is that 31? Is my math just terrible? No, I think that's 31. I can't math. My bad. I was about to say, is this a historic win? Anyways, I can't count to 10, sounds like. Doesn't matter. This game's over. 31-point lead here. Cleveland Cavaliers will win this one, and the Pistons are officially done. Cleveland Cavaliers fans, congratulations on your win! If you are still watching, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. The Cleveland Cavaliers will win this game 125-94. And that is all she wrote on the Detroit Pistons season. Honestly, huge letdown if you're a Pistons fan. Huge letdown if you're a Pistons fan. You can't get back to the same place you were last year and get the same results time and time again. One of the flexes this season for the Detroit Pistons was the fact that their salary cap, bro, their entire roster cost less than the starting 5 for the Cavaliers. Entire roster. That's going to have to change because obviously Cade Cunningham needs some real help. Oscar Thompson averaging 8 points. Duncan Robinson averaging 9 points. That's not going to do it for an A and a B player. There is no Robin to Cunningham's Batman. And the Detroit Pistons are going to have to address that this postseason. This offseason now. No postseason remaining for Detroit. That's it, guys. Looks like we now know that the New York Knicks are going to have home court advantage. So, in 2 days' time, back to basketball. Cavaliers on the road to face the New York Knicks on Tuesday. Quick turnaround, no 3-day break for them. They're 14 games in, and the Knicks are rested and ready. Tomorrow, OKC hosting the San Antonio Spurs. Then, Tuesday, we'll have Knicks and Cavaliers, and it'll go back and forth between series. I will update this schedule by tomorrow. Those of you who watched, thank you all very much. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Somebody was asking for a nightcap right now. I am going to stick around and hang out with y'all. Don't worry. I'm not going to show the commercial again. All I'm going to do is leave up this screen right here. Actually, I'm going to leave up this screen right here so you guys can see. Let's see, we have full box scores for the. Okay. I'm going to leave this right here. Cavs on the left side, Pistons on the far right. Give me one moment. I'm going to go grab something so I can hang out with you guys for the next 10, 15 minutes. I did tell my wife I'm streaming till 10 p.m., so you guys got 10 minutes with me. I'll be right back. Hang tight. Okay, so I will tell you what's in the cup. It is an adult beverage at the end of the night. It's not a very good one. It's actually pretty gross. Christina and her best friend wanted something girly to drink, so I picked up a 12-pack of Cayman Jack, which is like margarita fizzy stuff. But it's way, way, way too sweet, dude. So I have to actually cut it with my soda water, because if I drink this, it's going to give me heartburn and make me feel gross. So I've got a super girly drink in the cup right now. We will be getting some good, clean scotch here in the future for a good one. But for now, I don't want to break the bank on anything. Let's read some of the numbers. So you guys had a good long moment to stare at this. Some of y'all might be jarred by these facts right now. What you don't really see here are the number of fouls that were called here today. We can look at the full team statistics, actually. Full team statistics, and I might be able to zoom this in a hair. Okay, we can actually go through this. That seems like the biggest I can get it. 43 field goals made by the Cleveland Cavaliers, just 30 made by the Detroit Pistons. 30, bro? There are teams who put up 30 shots by the end of, I mean, that's just really, really bad. And they shot 30 of 85. Field goal percentage at 35%. No wonder they lost. By the way, they took 39 and only made 12 from downtown. So both teams not very good from beyond the arc. Both of them just above 30%. This, though, 44 free throws to 29. And for the majority of the game, it definitely felt like all of the free throws were going in the direction of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Shout out to Blair Davis. Thank you, Blair, for the super. Appreciate that. I like manly drinks, says Courtney. Me too, Court. I don't have anything. There's a bottle of wine sitting down there, and I do like a nice red Malbec, which is what we've got. It's cigar box Malbec, but I'd like to open that and drink it with my wife, and Christina's not currently down there. She's downstairs right now, but she's asleep, so I'm not going to wake her up for this. Anyways, free throw percentage was higher for the Pistons. They just didn't get enough trips to the line. And even if that free throw count was even, guys, it wouldn't make a difference. I mean, 28 free throws made compared to 22 free throws made. But the fact that the Cleveland Cavaliers made 28 free throws while the Pistons only got a chance to shoot 29 free throws, kind of a crazy statistic right there. More numbers here. Assists through the roof today. Everybody contributing for Cleveland. Detroit, only 21. Steals, much, I mean, that may not seem like a whole lot, but that's a 30% increase there. 30% difference. Blocks, whatever. Turnovers, 15 turnovers to 13. It really ultimately just came down to points in the paint, the number of fouls, and the difference there, man. 35-point lead at the end of this game. That was it. And that's all she wrote. The game's over. Terrible day if you're a Pistons fan. Rough. All right, guys. Well, we've got a few minutes to hang out. I love wine, preferably Mad Dog. Gross, dude. MD 2020s. Blech. Gross. Take me back to high school where we used to, hey, mister, can you buy me one of these? And then just pour that into the Gatorade bottle. 100% brain, says Mike. The most embarrassing, disgusting, pathetic performance in a game, let alone a Game 7 at home. Didn't win a single quarter, almost impossible. Even a filmmaker would have a hard time writing this game, says Brian Baker. Thank you, Brian, for the comment there. He says, going to super chat my man a Yeti cup. Charisma, I could probably use one. We actually have a ton of them. But again, my wife has all of them. They're all super girly. You can see the stickers that she put on all these. I just don't like spending my money. If I'm not going to be able to get an ROI on it, I don't like spending money on it. And I know it's weird, but did Mario drink 40-ounce malt liquor in his younger days with brown paper bags? I know I sure did. Are you asking me if I've ever played Edward 40 hands? Because, duh. Steve says, or getting caught in the rain. Dun, dun, dun. If you like waking up at midnight. Argentine Malbecs are the best. Yes, from the Mendoza region. Love it. Do you think that the Cowboys defense will be more competitive this year? Commander, I don't see how the Cowboys defense could get any worse. So here's hoping that it is, dude. I can't believe that the Cowboys defense was as bad as it's been for the last 2 years in a row. That's a lie. I absolutely can't believe. What happened to the Dallas Cowboys defense where they went from Trayvon Diggs, Micah Parsons squad, we're getting so many interceptions, Deron Bland, 5 pick sixes, yada, yada, was the exodus that happened when Dan Quinn, our defensive coordinator, left Dallas to go be the head coach in Washington for the Commanders. Like, literally half the starters for the Dallas Cowboys left, and a giant hole was made at the center there. Linebackers and everything, all of it was a mess. So Dallas Cowboys can't get any worse from where they were. Melon Ball Boons. Irish Rose, I've had that. Let's see, Go Spurs Go, what's up? Hello, I see you out there. Fan PDX. The Knicks are going to the finals. I think they are. I think the Spurs and the Knicks are going to go head-to-head. Pistons are young. They'll be back. We need effing drink tumblers. Brian sounded like a GPT comment. You know what's crazy, John Jor? The more you start to use ChatGPT, and it sucks that this is true, the more you start to talk like ChatGPT. Like, before I started using ChatGPT, I never, ever would say the word, here's the kicker. But now that I've used ChatGPT so much, I've noticed myself using words that I normally wouldn't. It's crazy how that kind of rubs off on you. Who's your favorite San Antonio Spurs player? Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili. They're all the same as far as, like, how much I love them. I send you a Cowboys one for, thanks, J-Dogs. That'd be awesome, man. Are whiskey sours a girly drink? Yes and no. I mean, a good whiskey sour, depending on the region of country you're in, could play. Like, let's say you go to Peru and you order a pisco sour. I mean, it's grape brandy, which sounds weird, doesn't taste like grape. But pisco sour, I think it's like Peru's main cocktail. Delicious. Delicious. Mickey says, Mike, I used to drink Cisco as a youngster. Never heard of Cisco. Let's see. Start your own tequila. Call it Zoink Doink. Call it Zoink Doink 1800. Let's see. Zoink Doink Oink. Watching in the Philippines. Thank you, RJ. Destroy the Ukabluid. Let's see. It was a crazy game tonight, and it was fun. Thank you, Noah. How'd y'all do on y'all's stream, bro? Are y'all still live right now? I hope you guys did all right. Let's see. Can only go up from here, says J-Dog. Caleb Downs, enough said. Mario doesn't appear to be a drinker. I can tell. Maybe a casual drinker. Well, pork rinds, I used to be a bartender for a long time. After my son was born, everything changed as far as, like, my habits. But I think my wife just being pregnant had me cut back quite a bit. And then, of course, this year I tried to cut boozing a lot because I was getting pretty fluffy, and these white shirts are pretty unforgiving. So just from a fitness standpoint, I decided to cut back altogether. Cowboys got the best defensive player in the draft. They got the best safety in the draft. I don't think Caleb Downs is the best defensive player of the draft personally, but that's just me. Okay, Lee, thank you. He says, my team lost, but you made it A-okay. Appreciate you. How does one appear to be a drinker, says Mike. Oh, good question. I like the World Cup graphics tonight. Nice, Courtney. Cool. I think you might have access to that file now, too. I don't know if Santino gave you access to that one. Go Spurs Go, says Ashley. No Detroit, says Mark. That's correct. DJ Jean with his prediction for Spurs and Knicks today. MD 2020 gross. Boone Strawberry Hill, but the Cowboys won the Parsons trade, right? Bro, I don't know what Jerry Jones was thinking. Not only did the Cowboys lose the Parsons trade, they also lost Trayvon Diggs. What's your prediction for Spurs versus Thunder? Raylin, I'll tell you right now, I predict the San Antonio Spurs to win that series in – honestly, y'all might think I'm crazy, but I want to say 5. Now, that is me being 100% a Spurs fan. Spurs in 5, bro. Go Spurs, go. Mr. Detroit City saying, let's effing go. Reggio saying, Shador who? Cleveland is Cavaliers country. Let's see, Yo Mario out here in Pasadena. We call it Glunk since 2022. What is Glunk? Oh, okay, I see. That's Edward 40 Hands is called Glunk. So mad at ChatGPT today, we started roasting each other for 15 minutes. I bet its burns were so terrible, too. Monique says, go Spurs, go. Man, you guys are still checking in hard with these comments right now. I'm way behind. The NFL season is wide open. Do you agree? Who cares? Yes, bro. Something else. So last year, I predicted that the Kansas City Chiefs would miss the postseason. I think the Raiders have a real outside shot of winning some big games. And I think we're going to see pretty quickly that if they let Fernando Mendoza cook, he can learn a lot really quickly from Kirk Cousins. But I think Mendoza's the real deal. The Knicks and the Spurs are going to be in the finals, reminiscent of 99. Go Spurs, go. We all know how that ended, our first ring. So the Cavaliers win. Yes, the Cavaliers did win. Cavaliers did win this game. It was a blowout. I'm a simple man. I just drink bourbon and hard sodas. Fox and Cornette, both questionable. We'll be all right. Let's see. I met Jerry Jones at an event once, and it wasn't pleasant sight on his behalf. The man loves his drink and a good time. Oh, pork rinds. Interesting. Cisco was my kind of thing. It was horrible, but oh well. No, we're not, and did pretty good. Bickerstaff just said he's not disappointed. How? Boone's Farm is the only wine I think is okay. Not one for wine, says Country. Challenge accepted. We're going to find something. Oh, Country. Did you get my message on Facebook? Dude, I got your jersey delivered to my house, and I was like 99.999% sure that I had sent it to the address that you had given us way back in the day, and it just showed up in my house. So I got to send you that here in the next 24 hours. Oh, you guys dropped it like 20 minutes ago, says Noah. But did y'all do all right? He says, no, we're not, and did pretty good. Okay, good. Good. Baby Days, okay, says Pork Rinds. So now he's a sports tender on YouTube? Yeah, I guess so. A sports tender. From deep, deep south, it's pretty much Jack and Coke or nothing. Fair enough, J-Dog. Yeah, Jack and Coke, Crown and Coke. I see a lot of Crown and Cokes get served here in Texas. Wow, trying to catch up to you guys here. We're still rolling. New York Knicks versus Cavs. Mario's the best. Thanks, guys. I checked Patron. Let's see. She says, I'll check Patron. Appreciate that. Mr. Detroit City says, shout out Santino and Rob. Pete says, first time. What up, Pete? Music says, bro. What up, Music? Bradley says, go, Pack, go. Yes, shout them out, too. Shout out to Santino and to Rob if you guys are still watching with us. Spurs in 7. Harden has to play his game versus the Knicks to really beat them. Cleveland beat Pistons without Harden on the court. Emilio, I think that was Harden's game today. I think the whole point was for Donovan Mitchell and James Harden to draw so much defensive pressure, it opened everything up underneath for Mobley. It was a great tactic, but the Knicks defense is, in my opinion, a faster defense than the Detroit Pistons. Karl Anthony Towns is a rebound machine. I know Jalen Duren is a big center, but Karl Anthony Towns also spreads the floor in different ways that Jalen Duren just could not. Towns at the three-point line can make you pay. Duren gets the ball, you know he's either going to hand this off to Cade Cunningham or has to fight his way into the paint. It's going to be a very different matchup with Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and those guys out there. No doubt about it. Monique, I see you out there. Spurs in 7, says B. Johnson. OKC in 4, says that baller kid. Of course Spurs winning that series. I want Wemby to lose so he can come down to earth a bit. He's going to be legendary. I don't think he's trying to come down to earth. I think he's going to the moon and back. Easy game for the Cavs. Unfortunately, it was. Pork Ryan says, I got Spurs in 6. Could be 5. What a shellacking. What a shellacking. What happened today? The only reason I know what shellac even is because of my wife. Spurs are the GOAT, too. Beefing with AI is wild, says DJ Gene. Anyways. All right, guys. Looks like we're starting to run out of steam right now. Got him, coach says, can you grow a full beard and puff Cuban cigars this year? I wish I could, man, but my genetics just don't allow it. Looks like right now, actually, we still got 1,600 people in this chat. Thank you, guys. Look at that. And we're 8 minutes past what we thought we were going to do. So as long as I got y'all in here, man, we're just kicking it. Once you guys say I'm done with this, then I can step away. I did get that miss. Okay, cool. Good, good. I'll be sure to send that here to you, ASAP country. Happy birthday again to you. Harden's first conference finals in 8 years? Yeah. But can he get to the actual finals? Blake fixed his photo, says go Spurs go. Love it, Blake. Can't wait to spin the prize wheel again. Yes, guys. So weekly pick'ems for the NFL. If you have not signed up to do the World Cup pick'ems just yet, those are currently available. We still have the picks up for y'all, so let's go ahead and pull that up. Well, we'll drop it here. Link, I'm about to drop it in the chat. So if you guys haven't signed up, again, it's free to play, man. $100 of my own cash I'll be giving out to someone who wins this. I think someone is going to win this because it can't be that hard, realistically speaking, to actually show you what it's going to look like. This is what it's going to look like when you guys go to sign up. So it's going to ask you your first name, your full name. You put your answer, your YouTube handle, and what you preferred to be called on the stream when we're live. And it's simple, man. You pick the 2 teams that you think are going to advance. Do you think it'll be Mexico, South Africa, Korea, or the Czech Republic? Me, personally, I'm going Mexico, South Korea for that group. For this group, I'm going Canada and Switzerland, personally. For Group C, I think Brazil and Morocco in that order. For Group D, this is a tougher one. I'm going to lean United States and Australia, but Paraguay could get the win. This one should be a little easier. You got Germany and Ecuador for my choices. For this one here, that's a little tougher. Sweden could upset Japan. I think Netherlands and Sweden will advance out of Group F. For Group G, I'll take Belgium. And that's a tough one. I actually don't know how the other 3 are performing. I'll take Belgium. I might have to roll the dice on this one. Group H, going with Spain, going with Uruguay on those. However, Saudi Arabia could end up doing really well. Group I, I'm taking France. I'm taking probably France and Norway, maybe. Senegal. Group J, Argentina for sure. Austria, I like. Group K, I'm taking Portugal and Colombia. Group L, final group right now, guys. I would take England and Croatia. That's just me, although Ghana has been known to wreck things, and Panama can also get the win. But this England team looks really good. Anyways, rules and other things down here in case you guys are interested. And, of course, that's that. So if you guys want to sign up for that, link in the description below. Okay, what's going on, Stanley? How are you? I see Stanley checking in for Canada. OKC lost their first, 4 or 5 games to the San Antonio Spurs? Fact. Let's see. All right, man. Mexico and South Korea, Czech Republic, and South Africa are weak. I agree, Commander. Stanley says, can you please say hi to me now? Hi, Stanley. Let's see. You know Wemby will make it a personal. Yeah, I think Wemby and Chet really don't like each other, so that'll be interesting. I don't want to be a pirate. Hi, Stanley. The Knicks and Cavs competing for a chance. Yep. Here it is, guys. We now know. the schedule one more time. We don't got to look at that. And I think we're going to change this graphic here too, guys. I don't think we need this graphic anymore. Now it's just going to come down to these 4 teams in here. Thunder, Spurs, Cavs, Knicks. We'll actually invert this. We'll actually leave that the same. We'll invert this. Thunder going to get home court advantage. Knicks going to get home court advantage. I think with home court advantage, Knicks should win the series. Although I was wrong about my prediction today. I thought the Pistons would win this game. Donovan Mitchell and them boys in Cleveland did a good job. Commander says, believe me, I can talk your ear off with every detail of World Cup predictions. I've been autistically following every stat and detail of the World Cup and clubs. Well, Commander, you might need to send me some of your research there, man. I'm going to peer off of my friend Commander's test. Monique, of course I'm wearing the Spurs jersey tomorrow. Of course I'm wearing the Spurs jersey. Wemby will leave San Antonio in his prime. No way, got him, coach. Don't even put that in the universe. Cavaliers versus Knicks. That'll be fun. Looks great, though, says Courtney. Cheers to that. Go Spurs, go, says Chris. Let's see. Is there a FIFA World Cup 2026 in June? Yes, Stanley. There is a FIFA World Cup 2026 in June, which is what we are currently talking about. And the United States will play their first 3 games 1 week apart for each. USA versus Paraguay, June 12th. Guys, I know we're saying June, but you realize that this is like 25 days away, right? Like we're less than 4 weeks away from the start of the World Cup. The most watched sporting event in the world that only happens once every 4 years. It's bigger than the Olympics. It's the World Cup. We'd be crazy to not cover this, and so we will, although we don't know what to expect. But yes, USA, June 12th, 19th, and 25th. Those are going to be the matchups there. Spurs Nation, says Chris. The Lakers will counter offer. I think the Spurs are set to go, man. Is USA hosting as well? Yes, Stanley. 3 countries hosting this World Cup. United States, Canada, and Mexico. There will be hundreds of games played in the group stages in the first month or the first 3 weeks of this cup. So, yeah. Country says Cosmo. This basically looks like a Cosmo. It's like pink nonsense. I was way off with, yeah, me too, Mike. Way off. Anyways. Just love sports. Me too, Commando. Dímelo, Mario. Elliot de Jesus. ¿Qué tú haces, loco? ¿Es ahora que tú estás entrando? Ya acabamos. Effin Seinfeld? Maybe. So soon, says Courtney. It's around the corner. All right, Monique, you have a great night. DJ Gene, appreciate you guys. All right, guys, I think we just crashed out. Actually, we're still sitting at 1,400. Whoa. What are you guys still doing here, man? I appreciate y'all. Honestly, shocked that you guys are still with me. Happy to have y'all here. Who do you got winning the World Cup, or who do you want? I want the USA to win the World Cup, but that's not happening. And if you think it is, drugs are bad. USA not winning the World Cup with Christian Pulisic. He can't be the only one. J-Dog Vid says USA. I'm rooting for him, guys, but I don't think it's going to happen. Let's see. You look like Super Mario Bros. Movie? I did watch the new one. I actually just watched it with Sammy. All right, Ashley. You have a great night. Go Spurs, go. Spurs Thunder going to be epic. Agreed. Let's go, says Elliot. Curly Train's kicking it right now. Yeah, that's all we're doing here. Who else thinks the send button on YouTube live chats is in a super awkward place? The heck? Final score is above my head. R. Benino. It is 125-94. Cavaliers win that game by 31. 2 young teams going at it for the next couple of years. Agreed. Courtney says we are weirdos. It's early. Beer's still cold. YOLO, says DJ. As a Blazers fan, thanks, Daniel. Appreciate that, man. Sorry about Denny Avdia and that, too. Ronaldo to Portugal. Ronaldo's also on the tail end of his career as is Leo Messi for Argentina. Honestly, would be surprised if they even get the starts at this point in their career. I think at this point in their World Cup careers, they might be substitute players coming in on some of these games. You know, first substitution coming in at 60 minutes, 70 minutes, and then give them 20, 30 minutes of good, hard football. That'd be good. That'd be cool. Bye, Detroit, says Devontae. Country says weirdos are cool. That's, hey, birds of the same feather. That's why we're here, man. We all flock together. Good night, J-Dog Vids. We'll see you tomorrow for the Spurs and OKC. Steve, I see you, brother. USA should focus on home industry to develop players first. I wish. I wish that players like LeBron James or crazy freak athletes like DK Metcalf decided, let's play soccer instead. And then we could actually have a great program. Because we've got the athletes, but they're all weight room athletes, and they're all focused on, you know. Anyways, Yankees lost again. Damn. That's a pretty bad skid for the Yankees. You know, Argentina just won the World Cup in 2022, says Stanley Yan. Is that true? I don't think it is. Did they just win the World Cup in 2022? That would have been the last one. I thought it was France. Maybe that was 2 cups ago. Yeah, Argentina won in 2022. Let's look at the last 5. Let's look at the last 20 years. So I remember watching the goal when Germany won in South America when Mario Götze made that goal. I remember watching all of these, actually. Argentina, yes, won the last one. France, Germany, Spain, and Italy. I remember working at Hofbrau in 2014 when that happened. Damn, that was such a good year. 2014, Germany won the Cup, and the Spurs won their last championship. I do remember that. Interested in covering USC numbered events? Yeah, dude. I was watching the fights yesterday on Netflix and thought to myself, you know, I probably could call this, like, appropriately and not sound like some schlep out here. I would cover them. I just don't want to pay $100 on pay-per-view to watch the fights without knowing if there's going to be an ROI. Chris, thank you. Let's go Cavs, says Sheila. Courtney says, yes, we do. OKC Knicks finals? Not if the Spurs get anything in there. The sea was angry that day, my friend. Maradona would have been the GOAT if he didn't party more than he practiced. Also, if he didn't have La Mano de Dios. That hand that scored that goal. Let's see who you think will win, Spurs or OKC. Go Spurs, go. Steve says yes. Stan says yes. Spurs. Sí, soy dominicano. Sí, señor. 100%. Officially on board with your Spurs. You have earned help. You have helped me get over the hurt. Thanks, man. Mike. Love it, dude. That's part of this community. Appreciate that you're here. Argentina will be strong, but I highly doubt they'll win. 4 years is a long gap. They may go far, but win? I doubt it. Well, that win would be huge, and I don't like talking geopolitical stuff, but that win would be massive for their economy, and they could probably really use it right now. Anyways, that being said, we're okay here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of the night. It's almost 10:30. I said I would stay live till 10. It's 10:21. So on that note, guys, we've got the schedule right behind me, or I'm going to actually drop the schedule here right behind me. This will be tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow, man. Playoffs underway. We'll see one matchup every other day. Remember, if you guys are watching and you haven't already smashed that like button, be sure to do so. All right, guys, we're done. That's it. I'm going to go downstairs, kick it for a little bit. Got some paperwork I got to do and finalize here before the end of the night. But it's been real. It's been fun. We'll pick it up again tomorrow. Until next time, my name is Mario. You've been watching Football Nation. Let's effing go. Peace out, guys.